What's up, folks? It's 9:01. We're excited. It's going to be another awesome day here at KHEA Radio. We're excited to be broadcasting live to our friends on social media, specifically you, YouTube. We were having some issues with some other things going on, but hey, it's all okay. We want to talk about the positivity that's going on in the world. Today is July the 3rd. It's already Wednesday in the week, and we're in the middle of the year. Like it's in the middle of summer, the middle of the year. We got 6 months left of 2019. We want to make the very best of it, and we're going to keep continuing what we've been doing, which is bringing in some guests that are in our community, plugged in, doing some really cool things. It's going to be a lot of fun here at KHEA Radio. So we have about 2.5 minutes left, and then we're going to go on the FM as well and have some fun.
You know, I'm super excited when everything works correctly. You know, I don't want to dog on our Facebook.
I love Facebook.
It's super exciting to be bringing you a new platform, and that is our YouTube page. Super excited about that. So if you ever go back and rewatch this, you'll know that, hey, today was the day that Facebook said that we weren't going to let you go live. So we decided to go to I was going to say better platform, but a different platform.
You can't say that. Facebook is already on the fritz today, and this is, not going to help them. I mean, we're going to share this video into our Facebook with an announcement saying, hey, guess what? We're streaming on YouTube today, and this may be the beginning of a change here. I don't know. And if it's more stable for us, then maybe that works. If not, either way, we're going to be having a great time. This is KHEA Radio's Kickstart. We're streaming live on YouTube for the first time in a long time. We used to do both, and then we had some switches, and we weren't able to do that anymore. But today could be the beginning of something beautiful, so we'll see. Whenever it comes to this time of year, I automatically think of fireworks. As a kid, I think of the fireworks shows, the displays. My family, we weren't really big on doing them ourselves. Like sometimes we would go to friends' houses and they lived like in the country or, what I would just call a farm straight up. We're fortunate to live in an area where there's places in Santa Fe and in Alvin, Bay Cliff, San Leon, where you're just allowed to throw those fireworks up in the air and let them go. So I know that I went to my friend's house in Alvin, and we would do that sometimes, but I was already like a teenager at that point and kind of more focused on other things like music. And so I was just like, yeah, it's fun, but it's kind of dangerous, right?
It's a little dangerous to be lighting off fireworks. And I know that there's a ban on fireworks.
In the city limits.
But I just have to say, like, that's a bad thing. Because
What?
I feel like anybody should be able to light off fireworks. I feel like that...
You can. Kurt, you can. Literally anybody can light off fireworks outside of the city limits. It's we're not stopping anybody from doing that. You can actually go watch fireworks shows. And I've seen, the city of League City is putting on a firework display, and people are like, well, how come League City can do it, but I can't at my house? There's all kinds of reasons. Think about the precautions. We got 5 seconds that they're taking and, like the fire marshals and everything else. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. It's 9:05. We're excited because it is July the 3rd, Wednesday here in beautiful Galveston County. We're broadcasting live from Lamarck, Texas, and it's going to be another day of fun, another day of bringing in guests, of positivity being spread. We're going to be talking, I believe, about tackle time, which I've never had the opportunity to attend myself, but my wife has, and she shared everything with me that she remembers about tackle time. She's talking about like monster fish being displayed over there in Texas City, and then she was also telling me, as a girl that she remembers going there. So I have seen some promotions for. We're going to learn what this event does, who's invited, and what the future of this is, because it's been going on for a while. And then we're also going to be talking to Chef Natasha Davis, who is not actually a chef, but it just rolls off the tongue. She's with Chef's Table Charities. We're going to be learning everything that they have going on. They have a busy year. We met with them earlier this year and sat down and kind of calendared out what this year looks like, which was impressive because we're part of meetings and we will see like, hey, let's do 1 month, 2 months, in the future. But to be able to say, hey, guess what? This is what we're going to be doing in December. This is what we're going to be doing in November. Kind of breaking it down was really, really cool to be a part of. And we're going to be seeing what is Chef's Table Charities up to, how has the first half of the year gone, and what does the second half of this year hold. If you're listening on 99.5 FM, you're the best. We appreciate you. If you're listening from the KHEA radio app, that's what's up. That's probably the best way to listen to us. And if you haven't shared that app with your friends, then why are you holding out? Why are you holding out on them? But all you got to do is go to the Google Play Store or go to the App Store. If you have an iPhone, search KHEA. We'll pop up. It's KHEA Radio. And then hit that app. Get that app, download it, make sure that you spread it with your friends. You can actually share it through text message. I believe you can share it through email. So if you do that, then you're going to be helping us spread positivity in the community. And we consider you a partner with KHEA. You know, there are all kinds of ways to support KHEA, and we appreciate every single one of them. Sometimes it's sharing our content. It's a post on Facebook or sharing our app, you know, with a friend or family member, or calling and telling them, hey, listen to 99.5 FM. They're talking about tackle time. Do you remember going there as a kid? All kinds of different ways. And you can even go to our website or do this from the app as well. You can go to khearadio.com and hit partner or donate if you want to monetarily support KHEA Radio. That's how we stay on the air. It's from businesses that support us and from listeners that support us like you. That's the best way.
You know, one of the things I'm super excited about today is the Tackle Time Fishing Tournament. You know, it's 57th year of the Tackle Time Fishing Tournament, and they do shark fishing. Like, you can actually go and
Curt, I have a question.
Fish for a shark.
I know, that's amazing. Are you the Tackle Time representative interview?
No, I am not.
Why are you telling me all about Tackle Time?
Because I'm super excited about them coming into this interview.
Me too, I am.
You know, because they're able to go out there and they see tons and tons of shark. Last year, they caught an international shark, like an international hammerhead. Like, it was the international record, which is awesome. It's a massive, massive fish, and it looked awesome. I love sharks.
I'm sure it does. I want to hear them share about this because I'm intrigued, and you're just like blowing all the information. I'm just like, okay, first of all, I need a fact check. I'm going to be like, so Curt told me this. Is this true?
It's the 57th annual. I know it for a fact.
Okay. Well, let's wait and see what they have to say about it.
But one of the things that's really hard is that I want to catch a shark. And so here are all these people out there catching sharks, and I've never have been able to do that yet.
Curt, you can catch a shark. You just have to go, I guess, fishing for a shark. You have to use the right bait. You got to go to the right location. Make sure you have the right tools, and you can do it. You can do it. It's kind of like fireworks. We were talking about earlier. You're like, well, we can't fire fireworks. Yes, you can. You just have to do it in the right location. You have to be following the rules and regulations of the land, and everybody's allowed to do it, right?
Yes,
I guess so.
We were, I was out with Naola and some of the other people that I'm friends with here at the church, and we were lighting fireworks the other night. And so it was a lot of fun to be lighting fireworks, but again, you have to do it outside of the city limits, and thank goodness we were outside the city limits.
Thank goodness. Hey, Curt, can we bring in our guests and make sure that we get them in here and we can start talking about Tackle Time, unless there's some more social media stuff that needs to be done?
Nope, that's it.
Excellent. All right. So stay tuned. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. Right now it's 9:09. We're actually streaming live on our YouTube page, which if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube page, then make sure that you do that. Go to YouTube, and all you got to do is type in KHEA Radio, and then it will pop up, and it's going to show as, hey, this is a live video. So I'm going to actually let people know. So we are streaming live on YouTube today, and that's a little bit different because we normally stream live from Facebook. So we're going to see how this goes. We're going to see if people want to tune in and learn and watch what's going on in studio, see some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that goes on, and it's going to be a little different for us, but we're excited. And this is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM, Kickstart. We're on every weekday, 8:30 to 11, even on the 4th of July. That's my hope. We're going to have a show. It may be abbreviated, but we're going to be trying to spread some positivity in the community. We're going to be making sure that we are talking to our some friends and finding out what's going on. But this is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. I'm going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be talking Tackle Time and fact-checking Curt. You know, Aldridge, you don't have a mic on right now, but here's the issue. Whenever we have a guest come in, I want to talk to the guest. But I was like, Curt, are you the guest? And I didn't know. I was like, maybe he's with Tackle Time. He's over there dropping all this knowledge. We're going to fact-check him. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Man. I was like, Curt, he may be the guest. He was like, it's the 57th annual. They caught a shark this big. Tell me all this stuff. I'm like, I want to ask them. I talked to Curt enough, right? No, Curt's great. And I appreciate all the work that he does around here.
I hear you.
Good. Actually, we don't need them to come in anymore because Curt just like spoiled everything. It's a 57th annual.
It is.
I believe you. But I need to fact check. I learned everything about, like, y'all were out there for 5 minutes, right? Well, since 9 o'clock or 10. But then Curt told me everything, so I'm excited to have you guys in, and I like y'all shirts. Where'd y'all get
matching?
Where'd y'all get those made?
That.
There are JC shirts. They're the ones we wear for our events and stuff.
That's cool, and it has y'all's name, so I don't even have to ask, and I definitely won't forget. Whitney, Gabby.
Yes.
I'm Gardy, which we've met before. Whitney.
Yes.
At A&A.
Yes, that's the company I work for.
Cool.
I work for Alan.
Who was like, who are you guys?
No, that was the lady at the front desk. We told her that we were there to shoot a reality. We said, "Is Mr. Hutchins available?" And she was like, "Who's asking?" "We're here for his reality show." And we had like some cameras and some stuff, and she was like, she wasn't amused, but I think she was. I don't know, but we're like, "Yeah, we're here to shoot his reality show," and she's like, "Really?" We're like, "Yeah, we are." I'm sharing the Wi-Fi password with somebody.
Very nice.
Here we go. Yeah, we're streaming live on YouTube, so this is different.
Yes, I haven't watched it all on YouTube, but I have watched it all on Facebook Live before, so that's nice.
So we used to stream live on YouTube a long time ago.
Okay.
We would do Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Mm-hmm. Our new gear wouldn't let us do both, and so we chose Facebook. But today, since Facebook Live is down, we're on YouTube instead.
It's goofing.
Nice.
So, Gabby, can you talk, I guess, so we're the Texas City JCs. Can we share, we'll start with you, and then we'll get to Whitney as well, but, like, what's going on with everything?
We're kind of slow right now, but I think we'll end up picking up with more sharks because we've only caught one so far, but we've caught some stingrays, but I think only one has gone up on the board.
Wow. So that's the name of the game is trying to catch sharks specifically?
Yeah, and then me and her, we do the shirts and all that. So that's been pretty busy. And then the rest of the people do the weighing in and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have y'all ever went out and tried to catch sharks as well?
No. I don't even work the fish station. I like working the merchandise tents.
Yeah.
What would it take to get y'all out there to try and catch a shark?
Well, me and my fiance were actually talking about doing the tournament next year.
That'd be cool.
We just got to find a boat and a friend.
Got to have the material. That's what I was
Right?
telling Kurt. Was like, I've never caught a shark. I'm like, well, you could potentially catch a shark. You just have to have, I guess, the right bait, the right tools, and then
The
you have
patience.
I guess so. I don't know.
Yes.
So y'all caught one shark so far, or the people have?
They turned in one shark. I don't know what day that was. Probably over the weekend, I guess.
Yeah, maybe during the week. Maybe. I don't.
So is it a competition?
Yes, it is. They win prize money, and then at the end, all the fishermen go in for fisherman prizes. So everyone that's in the tournament, you have to be present to win. But on the last day, when we give out the prizes for the top fish in the first, second, and third in all the categories, they also give out fisherman prizes that day too, and they draw and give out from their cards that
Very cool.
you fill out.
Okay, we got 7 seconds. We're gonna go on the FM right now.
Okay.
As well. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
Right now it is 9:15 on a Wednesday morning. It is the 3rd of July. So we're excited about what the rest of this week has in hold for, I guess, everybody. And that looks different for, I guess, a lot of people because you have your, tradition, and then you have some of the events that the cities put on. So it's going to be fun.
It's kind of interesting. 4th of July always changes. Thanksgiving is always on the last Thursday of November, and Christmas is Christmas changes. But
the whole week, like, everything's shut down sometime. Like, at least school and, work. They kind of work with you.
Right. 4th of July is unique because you can take the 4th of July off, but then it's like, oh, you got to come back for a Friday. And so a lot of businesses are like, hey, do you want to do a Friday? Come back in. And so I've heard a bunch of people who are like, nah, stay home, have a long 4-day weekend.
Ooh.
Does Alan allow you guys to have a 4-day weekend?
I'm having a 4-day weekend because I'm on vacation. So
that's what's up.
I took vacation to work tackle time this week. So
cool. Yeah. So we have Whitney in studio. We have Gabby in studio. They have their names on the shirt, so I will not forget, which I love. And we're gonna be talking a bit about tackle time. But Whitney, we've met you before because you work at A&A Machining and Fabrication in Lamarck, right?
Yes, I do. Been there 6 years this month, as a matter of fact.
So tackle time's been going on for a long time. A&A Machining and Fabrication has been there for a long time as well. Who's been there longer?
A&A. We've been there 62 years, and tackle time's been going on for 57.
So they're right there.
Yeah.
They're both I would call them like traditions in the community, right?
Yes, they are. Tackle time especially, because I can't tell you how many people come out there while we're out there and they're like, man, we wish y'all still hung the sharks up, because back in the day, 20 years ago, they would hang the sharks out there from the day they caught it till the day tackle time ended.
Wow.
And so that was something that they wish they still, we're like, oh, we wish we still did that. And they're like, yeah, we can't do that anymore. So
You know who also
we hang them
misses-
up for about 30 minutes and then that's it.
You know who also misses that? The birds.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
The birds
Right.
miss that too, because they can come by and finally my chance to eat a shark.
Exactly.
Wow.
I went there.
Do you think does that happen? I don't know. I don't know much about shark fishing. Do y'all know, like, what do you use to catch a shark? Like, how is that different than
I know they use
fish?
chum,
Okay.
which smells awful. But they use chum, like cut up fish that's bloody and stuff, and they
Right.
dump it in the water to help lure the shark to them.
Yeah, I've watched Swamp People on TV, and that's the same term they use.
Yeah.
Like, we're using chum to catch an alligator.
Yeah.
Is there alligators out there? Do people like catch, like trying to catch shark and you catch alligator? You catch something else?
We have the alligator gar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So gar is
we
one
had
thing they catch. We had a really big gar in 2017. Also in 2017 is when they caught the record hammerhead out there. For the state record, it was the biggest one they've ever caught in Texas.
In Texas?
Yes.
Wow. So 2017, and that person, I'm guessing they won the event, Tackle Time?
They won
yes.
first prize.
Yeah, they won first place that year.
That was 2017 and not last year?
Yeah, it was 2017.
Fact checking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whoops. There might have been a miscue in some reporting. But,
It's something different every year.
yeah. So it's
So-
different kinds of sharks out there.
Tiger, hammerhead, and I think bull shark.
Yeah.
Is this a concern that people should have?
Like, what do you mean?
Like if I'm going swimming or just like playing
Oh,
in the
yeah,
water,
I would be
I'm going
very-
fishing.
yeah.
Like there's sharks out there, right?
yeah, I'd be very concerned with your.
Yeah, I am just listening to this. So if I'm making plans to go fishing, a lot of people wade and do some other stuff. Like, what can you do? Do sharks not necessarily want to mess with you? And if you do we know
watch
that?
Jaws.
I'm not watching Jaws. No, thank you.
No.
I don't know if they're that close to the coast. I think it's more offshore fishing.
Okay.
Because that is in our offshore category.
Cool.
It's not one of our inshore categories, so I think it's more offshore. But I would always be concerned with what's in the water.
Yeah.
Especially because you can't see what's in
Yeah,
the water
because
here.
I know, like in the news, I think it was last year, the year before that, a little girl got bit swimming
Yeah.
in the dike.
Wow. So how far are they going out whenever they're trying to catch these for Tackle Time?
I mean, it's
Pretty far.
Pretty far. Yeah.
How do you know that they aren't just bringing their own shark from somewhere else? 'Cause
I don't know.
That's what Kurt would do.
No. No.
100%. You're like, okay, I bought this shark, from a professional fisherman in Louisiana. I'm covering up in my boat. I'm going to go out, I don't know, 10, 15 miles, and then I'm coming back with the record. Like, can you all check these things? Or is it just kind of like you just trust that people like Kurt aren't signing up?
We're trusting that
we're
you're honest. But it is, you can't
about
catch
a
anywhere
stuffed
on the
shark?
coast.
Stuffed shark. It's like a stuffed animal. I'm like, I caught my shark.
Well, you should do that. You should bring it in. Sign up.
That'd be so funny.
Come see me at the merchandise booth. Sign up, and we'll hang that shark for you.
Yeah.
The weighing part is really kind of cool. I was there on Monday night. Was that it? Monday
Yeah.
night, and they had a stingray, and stingrays is one of the categories for catching.
Yes.
And they actually hang up the stingray with the weight and measure it. Is that correct? Can you
And
kinda
they have to take off the stinger, and we promote it to be alive. But
Wow.
if it's not, then
Yeah, we try. We for stingrays, we do catch. We hope they do catch and release. That's
Yeah.
what we the Tackle Time promotes, or the JCs promote.
Yeah. So there was something else that I wanted to ask that has to do with all of this stuff, because catching sharks, I don't know if it's like the safest thing to do. Is there a reason like that it started? Like, hey, we just want to, is it for fun? Is it for charity? Or is it just for like competition and just to get some people
No.
together?
It's competition, but we this is our biggest fundraiser of the year, and we do a lot for charity. So we do Operation Santa Claus for the Texas City Lamarck school districts, where we pick families and buy Christmas presents for them. We also did 4 scholarships this past year for 2 graduating seniors from the Texas City High School and 2 from the Lamarck High School. Mm-hmm. We also did donations to Foundation for the Future and the ITC building. or Industrial Trade Center.
That's
is
awesome.
Also what we promote. So we give back to the community that gives to us.
Yeah, so this event is benefiting local kids, Texas City, Lamarck.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's student based because there's a Texas City Lamarck Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
But this is the juniors. So this is all for kids, or how does
kids up to the age of 40. So we'll age out in a couple years.
Yeah.
Up to 40?
Yeah.
kids up to 40?
That's cool.
So it's like, in order to be a part of the Texas City Lamarck Chamber, I have to be older than 40.
It's 21 and up.
No, I'm a part of that too. So it's any age for that as well, because I'm a part of the chamber as well. So
wait, what is the organization? It's the
Texas City JCs. It's the Junior Chamber of Commerce is what
That's
it stands
cool.
for. Yeah.
And then it's just for younger, just anyone 40 and under.
Yes.
But you can also join the other chamber
as well
at
yes.
any age.
Right, yeah.
Huh, that's interesting. And how long has the junior chamber been around?
Probably
Just as
longer.
long
as
yeah,
this,
50
yeah.
at least 57 years probably.
Why is it important to be involved in the chamber in general, and especially the junior chamber?
Giving back to your community is the biggest thing. Making friends and relationships with people that you wouldn't normally meet or make friends with, right?
Yes.
Makes you feel very humble and very good about what you do.
For
sure. The weather. The weather's bad. Sometimes the weather's hot. You're in Texas, but it really does make you feel very humble and very. It's a place in our heart. It feels very good to be out there.
Yes.
Even though the weather is bad sometimes, but you see these people's face and they glow, and you're just like, this is what we do. I mean, we're doing this.
Yeah. So it's important to give back to kids
in the community,
and that's what the whole thing is about, pretty much.
For sure.
That's awesome.
And I just got a message that we just weighed in our first place GAR at 52.2 pounds.
Okay, that's huge.
Yeah.
There was one that I saw the other day. It was 100 and something. Like the Stingray, wasn't it close to 100 pounds that night?
Yeah.
Probably, yes.
It was, yeah.
They're massive.
So it's not just sharks. So what is the rest? So it's stingrays, alligator gars, sharks.
It is. I can tell you just.
And then for the youth, they do crabs.
Oh, fun.
For offshore, it's shark, ling. Then they have an open offshore that they can do different fish. Red snapper, kingfish. Inshore category is speckled trout, flounder, stingray, gar, sheephead, jackfish, gaff top, and redfish. And then we also have a category for speck of the day. Speck of the day, I think, wins $50 every day. We give that away at the end. And then inshore youth is sand trout, croaker, blue crab, and hardheads.
Okay. So one shark has been caught so far, right?
Yes.
So they're winning right now. They're in first
place.
place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when does this run till? Like, when is the opportunity to turn in over?
July 7th.
Sunday. This coming Sunday is the last day.
So it's coming up.
Yes.
And when did it start?
The
28th, last Friday.
Okay. And what kind of entry fee is there?
How much are the entry fees? 25 for inshore and 50 for offshore, and 50 includes inshore. So you get offshore and inshore.
Yeah, and doing that, that it's going towards a good cause to
Yes.
help some local kids.
That's right.
Yeah.
The coolest part when you go down to the dike is you can actually see the leaderboard, and it's updated. How often is that leaderboard updated?
Every day.
It's updated every time we have to make a change. We go out and update it, unless it's like torrential rain, and then it waits till we dry.
Yeah.
And that's actually a new leaderboard that we got this year.
Yeah.
That's
that
awesome.
one's so much better than what we've had in the past.
And a shout out, it was donated by A&A.
Hey, what's up?
Shout out to Alan Hutchins.
You know what? Alan's awesome. Sometimes he donates like tacos. Like we'll see somebody come up and they're like, we're looking for Gardy or Curt. We're looking for Curt, and they just like breakfast tacos just because. And we're like,
Yum.
I love Alan.
I get really
Nice.
concerned when people walk up, because there's been times when I've like triple booked people to come in, and they're like, hey, we're here to be on the radio, and there's already a guest here, and I'm like,
whoopsie. Yeah.
what did I do? And so I get concerned when this person walks up and is like, I'm here for Gardy and Curt, and I'm like, and they're like,
Yeah.
but
I
you got
just crossed my arms. Like, really?
I was like, I get the desk glare, and I'm like, okay, here we go.
You can like move the microphone and eat.
Yeah.
Move the microphone
Taco.
and eat.
Nice.
I don't move the microphone and eat. I just eat.
Oh, you just let
just
it eat.
Yeah. So talking about tackle time, whenever somebody thinks of that, I think the first thing they think of is the big sharks, and especially how they used to hang out. But then we're also here's a comment from Angie Butler. She said, well, her son, who is in boot camp and finishing up, she said his favorite is redfish and trout. She was saying too bad he's not here because he's a really good fisherman as well. But there's also that normal fish that people just like to catch. So is that a little bit? I would say more people are willing to go and do that than go offshore and look for sharks. Is that correct, or am I wrong? Okay.
There's only a few people that really do the offshore shark fishing. And I know 2 off the top of my head that have done it the last couple of years. Tim and James. They're the 2 that do most of the shark fishing, I guess, shark catching. But there's other people that do it too. I guess you just have to be brave enough and strong enough and have a big enough boat to do it. I would not personally be out there doing it, but all power to them. I like it when they do it and bring them in. They usually, when they get in range, they usually give us notice that they're coming. So we usually do like a Facebook shout out, like, "Hey, we've got a shark coming in." So people
come and
people
take
start
pictures.
coming to take pictures
Like
and
it's
stuff.
a big crowd.
Yeah, it's a big deal when we have a shark come in.
Oh
so.
man! And so the competition for like the redfish and the trout, that's probably pretty competitive. I'm guessing, since there's more entries and everything.
Oh
For
yeah,
sure.
the whole thing is very competitive. It's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah.
It
It's
is.
fun to be out there to see them come weigh them in. I know last year we had a woman and her son. He had done the inshore youth and he was trying to catch crabs. And oh man, every time they caught one, they'd bring it and measure it. It was pretty interesting. And I think he ended up winning first place last year.
So whenever it comes to those fish, because I would want to eat it. It'd just be like, well, we're not eating this one. This one's the record, so we're leaving it. Or do they measure it?
No,
and
they
you take
measure
it?
it and take it. So
Awesome.
that's up to them. Yeah.
And then I'm guessing you just need like your normal fishing licenses and everything else just to be
And
able
then
to
the
participate.
ticket that we
Yes.
As
provide
well.
for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you fill out a card, and then half of it they keep, and the other half we keep with all their information
And
on
they
it.
bring it.
And then we have to write down their number
Yeah.
and fill out the form.
It's really
So there's probably other people out there fishing, and I could see someone like hitting themselves upside the head, like if they're like, well, I'm not going to get it. Maybe I will. I'm just going to go fishing, and then they catch like a monster, and they're regretting it.
Yes, because you have to buy your pass before you go fishing.
Yeah.
So
I would just hang it like underneath the boat, like let it drag there, like attach it to the boat, like Velcro it, Velcro it to the boat, drive back, register, drive away,
Just like a shark.
Velcro the boat. And I got it.
Yeah. it took
don't
me
be giving
1 second.
people ideas now.
Yeah,
Come
right?
on now.
we still have to follow rules.
I know that there is the opportunity to always to enter the tournament to catch like the tagged redfish, because when you go buy your fishing lines, my dad, was
The
talking about it.
CCA tournament, yes.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, you win a truck, a trailer, a boat, and
Oh, yeah.
like I don't know, the world. It's
Right.
really
Right,
really cool.
exactly.
And so you just have to pay to be able to enter that tournament. And if you don't, and you catch a tagged redfish, it's like, oh man,
Kicking
I
yourself,
know.
right?
you're gonna be
Right.
doing what Kurt's doing, like
The Velcro to the boat.
I know.
Now
Get
I think they've even gone as far as for the CCA tournament, like doing lie detector tests on people to make
Wow.
sure that they've done it.
Man, I don't know what the tag looks like, and I'm sure they change it up, but there's probably some, the lie detector test is probably important. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
They should make
Yeah.
it where you have a day to register for that tournament. It's like one day you have to register this day. Not your guys' tournament, but the other tournament. This is the day. If you don't register by today, you're sorry.
No, I think it's just when you get your fishing license, right? I think you have the opportunity. I don't know how it works. I have to ask my dad. Need an expert. He loves fishing.
We went fishing last year. It was in the jetties of Galveston, and I caught a pretty massive redfish. I mean, it was 27 inches.
Nice.
But you don't do length. It's pounds.
For you guys,
For you guys,
competition.
for the tackle time,
Yes.
correct?
Right.
Okay.
So why is it pounds versus length?
That's just. Tamara said she'll catch you if you're cheating. I don't know why. I guess it's easier to. I know it's not for crab. It's length.
It's a
It's,
length,
the length of the crab. But for the rest of them, it's by pounds.
Cool. Hey, I got offered to go. Mr. Narvaez texted me yesterday and was like, hey, I'm doing that offshore fishing trip on Friday. Can you go? I was like, what time? 7 to 3. I was like, well, we're doing our show, Facebook and YouTube willing and 99.5 FM working. And then also there's some meetings that we have in the afternoon that are pretty important and some filming as well. But fishing in our area, it's like a part of who we are.
Right.
Did y'all see the debut of it's called the Monster Catch out of Galveston? It's Michael Marquez. I think he goes by Captain Sharky, but he has monster fishing as like his apparel. He runs a charter business, but there's like a a program that just debuted on Monday, and we're helping get it out as well. But it looks awesome, and it just showcases the awesome fishing that we have here, kind of like the culture and the lifestyle. And that's what I like about our area, and I think a lot of people do. There's a little bit of everything. You know, you can go to Texas City, go to the Dike, go to Galveston, you can go to KEMA, you can go to the, to everything, to Santa Fe, Hitchcock, and there's land if you want to live on acreage and
Exactly.
Right.
Baybrook, shopping. It's really fun. Do y'all enjoy that part, or are y'all mainly like, I know y'all said y'all don't go fishing for the sharks, but like, what do y'all do for fun then?
Do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
We do have a lot to offer here in our area as far as activities to do. You could go football games, baseball games in Houston. You can go a little further south, go to minor league, right? We got local area football, baseball here, barbecue cook-offs and county fairs. And
So there's always something to do.
yeah, there's always something
sure.
to do here.
Yeah.
Gabby, I think you mentioned your fiance, right? You're engaged.
Yeah.
Does he enjoy fishing? Is he out there trying to catch the shark?
Actually, he's out there working right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't fished ever since he's done it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because it's the whole point of, getting your license and having a boat. So he
Yeah.
just weighs the fish, but he loves it.
That's
And
cool.
he actually got me involved in the group.
But outside of the tournament, is he trying to, he's fishing and enjoying that stuff for fun, or no?
No, no, just this. He's more focused on his job.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So why did you guys get involved in the JCs? Can we talk about that? So the JCs, it's the Junior Chamber of Commerce for the Texas
It's
City
a
Lamarck.
mouthful.
Yeah, for the Texas City Lamarck area.
sure.
So why did you guys get involved?
I originally got involved because of the chamber, the Texas City Lamarck Chamber. I was part of the young professionals group there, and they needed volunteers for tackle time. And so our leadership, our young professionals group went out and worked a couple of Saturdays for them. And I was like, hey, this is pretty fun. I've met some really cool people. This is nice. So I started the process of getting involved. This was 3 years ago. And I joined right after that. And so I've been a part of it since. I've made some really great friends through this. Last year, I was actually working tackle time, and I called our now president, Chad Canopy. I called him, and I was like, hey, I have a flat. I was on the phone with him, and I was like, my tire's flat. Him and Ricky came and changed my tire in the middle of a total downpour rain because they didn't want me to leave my car out there or leave me stranded,
Right.
and because I didn't have anyone else I could call at the time. And so, because my family was out of town. And so, they dropped everything they were doing to come help me. And so I've made really great friends through this and, met other people in the community and giving back. It's just something fun that I like to do.
Wow. And you said your fiance was involved first, and he kind of recruited you in?
Exactly, yeah. I was actually looking at my old shirts from the past. So I've been in it since 2015.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it just, it's something different every year, but it just makes you feel so good, about yourself. And when you see the glow on the kid's face, you're just like, this means a lot to them. And when you see the grown-ups too, like we've had a guy just boohoo cry because he won, and then he got his picture drawn out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Awesome.
we honor people too. So it makes you feel so good about what you do. And like I said, the weather's bad, but it's forget the weather. Like, it just makes you feel really good.
How long are you guys out there for? Because I feel like you guys could get really good
from
tans.
7:30 to 9.
Yeah, our first shift starts at 7:30, and the second shift ends at 9. So we're out there. I'm out there today, actually, from 7:30 to 9, and so is Gabby. She's working both
So
shifts
are y'all
today.
enjoying being in here, just like not outside, just for a break to
Well,
promote
we
the
actually have a
events going on?
breeze under the tent that we chill
Nice.
under.
But that's why I like working the merchandise tent. It has an AC,
AC.
so
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
we get to cheat a little bit.
Yeah, right.
But no, it's really great out there. It does get hot, but the breeze out there is it's always blowing. It's very rare that it's just stagnant heat.
Yeah.
So you get that sea breeze all the time. So it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
And it's really, like I said, it's really fun to be out there. We all get out there and we have a good time, and we laugh and joke, tell stories, and
We talk about like the past years. We talk about what's going on in our life. You know, we just, because you're just sitting there with a bunch of people. So you're just like, let's
Getting to
just
know 'em.
conversate, you
Yeah.
know, exactly. And then
so
with our new members, we just bring them in like they've been there forever.
Yep.
That's
Like
awesome.
we don't, try to take them away or anything.
Yeah.
We just like come in the group. Like it's like a big family, honestly.
Y'all should join.
I was just about ready to ask if somebody is interested in joining, how do they join the Junior Chamber of Commerce, the JCs?
So they can reach out to us on Facebook. I think it's $35 for a single and $60 for a couple.
Right.
So you get a little bit discount if there's 2 of you. And that's all it is for a year. Yeah, we'll take
you
y'all
two
as a
could
couple.
get a couple.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's lunch.
Yeah.
We can save lunch money. I like that.
Yeah, and you come out. We meet about we try to meet once a month. After tackle time, we
Kind of slows down.
it slows down a little bit until Christmas, and then we rev back up because we have Operation Santa Claus that we do at Christmas, which is fun. I always enjoy that one. That's
What
probably one of my
is-
favorite things.
Operation Santa Claus.
So Operation Santa Claus is the schools get students that need gifts. They might be from a less fortunate family, I guess. And they write down their age, their shoe size, their clothing size, and what they really want for Christmas. Last year, I ended up with 3 families that I bought for, that I bought for, and then of course the JCs repay me, but that I bought for. And one of the things they really wanted were jackets. And so I was like, oh.
Wow.
So I went to Walmart on my lunch break, and I stocked up on all kinds of stuff for them.
That's
See, and
awesome.
that's like
Yes.
the humbling part. Like
Yeah.
that's the
Giving back to people that are,
in the community
Yeah.
that don't have.
It does feel, I believe it's like it's better to give than it is to receive, and you can just, receive so much joy from seeing the smile on somebody else's face. Because as a kid, I remember, Christmas, and my parents did everything that they could and worked hard to make sure I had what I wanted or
Right.
especially what I needed, and then to see situations where that's not the case, or it's a single parent household, and for whatever
Right.
reasons just making ends meet the best that you can, hey, to be able to help, that's everything, just to see the
And-
kids smile.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
You don't really know much like you do now as you're a grown up. When you're a kid, you're just like worried about the presents and
Yeah.
Santa. But then when you get older, you really know what.
Parents
It
struggle,
feels
like
like-
broke their
Yeah,
back to make sure that you
exactly.
had everything you needed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whitney, are you from this area?
I am. I grew up in Dickinson, and I still live there. I joke with my family. I was like, I moved from one side of town to the other, because I literally did.
Yeah.
And my family has roots there. My aunt and uncle own the local grocery store in town, Ziegler's. They're closed
Yeah.
right now, but they're hopefully will be open soon. They flooded really, really bad during Harvey, but hopefully they'll get back up and running before the end of the year is what we're hoping.
That's awesome. You
Yeah.
know, we I saw the I-45 piece that was put out with one of the Fontaine brothers, and just
Tom
talking about
Fontaine.
Ziegler. Yeah, Tom. And we were there whenever Chef's Table Charities was using it as a relief center for those who were on government furlough.
Yes.
And so they were allowing them to use it as a center, like a donation drop off, and put it out. So
Yeah.
that was really, really, awesome of the family and Ziegler's to do.
Yeah.
Because said, hey, we have some space.
Yeah.
Yeah, use it.
Yeah,
Right.
they're real giving like that. They always have been. And my grandfather started the grocery store. It was Gerland's, and then he changed it over to Ziegler's, I think in like 92.
Why?
It was a long time ago.
Why the name change?
Because he owned it.
Oh, so he had bought it. It was Gerland's.
Yeah,
and
it
he
was
like,
Gerland's, and then he bought it and changed it to
Ziegler.
Ziegler's.
Is that a family name?
That's my last name.
It
yeah,
is?
that's his.
Whitney
that's his
Ziegler.
last name. Yeah.
So you just like, well, that's cool.
And
you
so
just be
it-
like Whitney Ziegler. You may know the name. Drive down 517.
Right.
Show some respect.
Can I get an autograph before you leave?
I'll take one.
Right?
Y'all are funny.
I'm serious.
We're not joking.
Oh, okay, sure. Why not?
What do we need to do to get Ziegler's back in Dickinson? Or is
How
there
can we
a
help?
plan?
Is there?
I don't know. I know they're trying to get the loans and everything straightened out, and with the small business and stuff, the government shutdown I think really hurt them too, because it stopped the process. But I think they're getting pretty close. So
Whenever it does
Fingers
happen,
crossed.
make sure you support these local businesses.
oh, absolutely,
sure.
yeah.
And that's just. I think that's all you really can do. Just waiting for those behind the scenes things to happen, and then you just make sure you go shop there, shop local as
That's
much as
right.
you can.
Yeah, and so one of the things that I guess I'm not from the area. Was it Harvey that hurt Ziegler's? Is that?
Yeah, they got like 4 feet of water in the store. I think it was like 4 feet in the front and like 3 feet in the back. It was pretty bad, and they shut down, and they haven't been able to get back up since.
Yeah.
Wow.
And whenever the Harvey happened, me and my fiance, or now my fiance, we were kind of talking about going to help out. And I told him, I said, we're just sitting here. Let's go help out, because I know over there on Lake City area, they were kind of really bad, and they were getting people off the water.
Oh, yeah.
From the highway, or they were putting them on the highway and letting them go to shelters or whatever. And, it's the same thing with this,
Yeah,
it just
tough.
make you feel good.
Just to help. Yeah. Help if you can. We had Mancuso Power Sports South. We had Philip Orangen. He's the GM there, and he was sharing how he used his resources, and that was like the first opportunity that he had where he made that leap and like, we got to do something. I can do something. And so went out, took his boat and was helping save people. And he was saying that feeling to be able to give back and just make a difference, him and his son, and impart that into him. He said that was a really powerful feeling.
Absolutely.
Right now it's 9:42. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. We're streaming live on our YouTube page. If you are watching on YouTube and you have not subscribed yet, make sure that you smash the subscribe button. We're still figuring out YouTube. What I want to know if we can do is share out our YouTube stream to our Twitter feed. I mean, why not? Like, touch everything that we don't normally do.
What if I just started on the phone, the Instagram live too, the whole time? Let's just make it.
Yeah.
The world is ending. Facebook Live is down. Like, come on, let's go.
It's probably back up by now. That's what's tough. It's breaking my heart, but
it did break my heart. It breaks my heart when things don't work. We strive here at KHEA Radio to provide a quality product. We don't like it when the mics don't work, or when the camera falls over, or we do our best to make sure that we provide a quality product. And so when things are outside of your control, it's really, really hard to just be like, it's not us. Still love us.
Well, that's the beauty of having your own platform. And so if you haven't downloaded the KHEA Radio app, that's where you can stream us from anywhere in the world. So make sure you go do that. You can do that from your iPhone. You can do that from your Android device. Just search KHEA. Will pop up. You'll see our logo. Hit the Get button, download it, and then stream us from wherever. So you can tell your friends and family that are, overseas in another country, or in Louisiana, or in Houston. Tell them to listen to KHEA.
Or sitting down at the Texas City Dike right now,
yes,
doing the tackle time.
They're all listening, actually,
they are
right
listening.
now.
I keep getting updates from
Me
Tamara.
too. I keep hearing my phone vibrate, and I'm like...
Is there any shout-outs that y'all would like to give? You have to name everybody. Go.
My fiance, Tim, I love you.
There you go. He's the important one.
Yeah.
Tamara and Ashley, they're out there right now. And they'll be out there all day today. So shout out to them too.
Chad.
Is it Tamara that we know?
Tamara Bean?
I'm not sure.
No, we know a Tamara Williams from Talk of Leak City.
Oh, no. That different one.
So, sorry, Talk of Lamarck. I messed that up. One of the things that's interesting, it's been 57 years, and I was talking to Chad on Monday about, hey, why is this such a big deal? And he goes, when I was a young kid, I remember fishing in the tournament and why I fished in the tournament. And so he kind of wants to uphold that tradition.
Yes.
But after 57 years, what has kind of changed about this tournament this year than maybe, let's say, a year ago or 5 years ago that people are like, hey, it's 57 years, I've done this before. What makes this different?
I feel like a lot of things change every year.
Yeah, a lot of things do change every year, but it is tradition. It's one of the things about this area. There's always tradition, right? And we're steeped in tradition. Mm-hmm. And your grandpa might have fished in the tournament, your dad fished in the tournament, you're fishing in the tournament, or your mom and grandma might have fished in it. Your whole family could have fished in the tournament.
Even whenever people come and buy shirts, we're in the trailer and people are like, my grandpa fished, and then I used to, but we're a little bit older now. So now we just come out here and buy shirts.
Still got to get the shirt and support.
That's right. And and my dad's the same way. He's like, I remember when one of the people, I remember when they used to hang the sharks out there. And, I used to fish in that tournament all the time. And I'm like, yeah, well, you should come fish in it again.
Yeah. We try to.
How many shirts do y'all usually print up? Because we have an event coming up later this year, and that's what we're juggling. Because y'all put the year on it. Or is it just like, tackle time?
No, we put the actual year on it. It says the 57th annual, and it has 2019, and each year we have a different logo. So it's a different set of fish on the back. I should have brought y'all shirts. Yeah. It has a different logo on the back every year. So it always is constantly changing. I'm a slacker.
That
come back,
look,
come
that
back out and
look.
see me, and I'll get y'all 2 shirts this afternoon.
Yeah,
3.
right.
I'll get you one too.
Others like,
we are running down to Texas City right after,
there you
after
go.
the show. We have to go meet with Tom and Dio down at the police department, and they're like, "Be here by 11:15," and we're like,
We're right down the road from there.
Yeah,
so swing
right.
by and see us.
Or after.
I
We'll
asked
be
Tom,
there.
I asked Tom, I was like, if we get a speeding ticket, and we get pulled over and they're like, well, we're taking you to the police station. We're like, sweet, that's where we're going. And it's like, why are you putting us in the back? I was going 100 miles an hour on Palmer. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, get us there quick. Just
Right.
kidding.
And then one thing that we do have done the last couple of years.
He's not. It's 100 down to 30. He's like, nah, that's not a joke. It's legit.
On the very last day, they sell the shirts from previous years. But we don't have that many because last year or over the summer, when they had all those hurricanes over in the East Coast, we donated all of our extra shirts and gave them
That's
away to hurricane victims. We shipped them. The Texas Chamber or the Texas JCs were going. They were taking donations, and we're like, hey, we've got a ton of shirts. We would like to donate. So there was like shirts, hats, and there's all sizes, like adult, children's, babies. So we were able to donate all that.
So there's a Texas JCs too? I mean,
There's an international JCs.
Yeah.
Like it's a huge
They've
thing.
actually came and visit last year.
Last couple years, actually,
Yeah.
the Texas president and vice president came last year and the year before, I believe.
So can you be a member of the Texas JCs, or they're over like the individual JCs? Is that how that works?
Yes. So when you become a member of us, like if you became a member of the Texas City JCs, you become a member of the state as well.
Okay.
So you're a part of the whole organization as a whole. And they have a huge conference every year that you can attend. I know our past president, Blake Carroll, he went 2 years ago, I believe, to the big conference that they have.
I guess what's confusing is that the other chamber, like the Texas City Lamarck Chamber of Commerce, I guess the commerce part is like business. And so when I think of, the chamber, like the junior chamber, I mean, you may have your own business, but is that what it takes to be involved? Like your business runs the chambers, or just you as an individual?
Us as individuals
Okay.
are a part of this chamber, and then the Texas City Lamarck Chamber is more your business, and then you get involved through your company.
Gotcha.
Like I am. I'm involved through A&A.
A&A.
She gets brownie points.
Yeah. Oh, Alan's awesome. Hey, there's like a lunch next week or something. It's like with the Chamber of Commerce that we got invited to that we're going to go. So I think that is...
And if y'all come get
Monday.
shirts, you could wear that shirt.
Well, that's what I asked. I was like, I've never been to one of these before. I was like, how are you supposed to dress? Like, should we wear like Curt wear his hot dog suit, or should we wear like a suit jacket or a t-shirt?
If you do that, I want to see pictures.
Okay.
That would be so funny. No, in the lunch, I think you would just wear like you're going to a nice dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, business casual.
Yeah.
Shorts.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Done.
Just like we were on the radio.
exactly.
Yeah.
Nobody can see what we're wearing. Oh, man, when I was a TV news reporter, I would always wear shorts. I would walk around in shorts.
Nice.
And then we would just put on the suit top with the button-up shirt. So it was shorts with a button-up shirt and a suit
They
top.
couldn't see your
They
bottom.
couldn't see
They
our
can only
bottom.
see the
Nice.
top.
It was awesome.
Yeah. So right now it's 9:49. We have about 8 minutes left where we're going to be talking to Gabby, and we're talking to Whitney about everything that's going on in the junior chamber here in Texas City. So y'all focus on that, on the Christmas event. What did we call that again?
Operation Santa Claus.
And then what other events do y'all have throughout the years
Duck
where y'all
Derby.
get back?
So we cook hot dogs and stuff for Duck Derby. I think it's hot dogs and sausage on a stick.
When is
Yeah.
Duck Derby? We learned about that. It was earlier this year, right?
It is. I believe it's in February, March.
Because we went to the Texas City Education Foundation for the Future, and we talked to someone, and they were like, hey, Duck Derby. And I think the big thing they shared was you have an opportunity to win a truck. Like if you, right? Is that the same event?
Yeah. So they have like little rubber duckies that they throw in the little canal, and they race for first place. So you buy the ducks. It's usually I think $5 for $20 or something like that. And then the ducks race, and then the top 8 win.
That's awesome. And then if your duck wins, you have one of the numbers, and you have the potential to win some really cool stuff.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. So we do Duck Derby. We cook for that. We also cook for the citywide Easter egg hunt in Texas City. We cook hot dogs, and we give away hot dogs and chips at that. We also do Operation Santa Claus, and then we did scholarships. this year, 2 for Texas City High School seniors and 2 for 2 graduating Lamarck High School seniors. And then we also make donations to Foundation of the Future for Texas City and the Industrial Trade Center as well.
Wow.
Right.
We get a question here on our YouTube page as well. If you're watching right now on YouTube, first of all, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And then second, you can also drop your questions here as well. We're going to have Chef Mary Bass from Chef's Table Charity and Natasha Davis in studio coming up next. Cowgirl Diva 100, which I think
I
is
love
hilarious.
these YouTube names. You can pick whatever.
I know, right?
It says, how do you join Junior JCs?
So if you want to, you can reach out through our Facebook page. I don't have our website memorized, so but reach out through our Facebook page, and Tamara or someone from the JCs will reach out to you and tell you how to get involved.
Hey,
What is that?
Wait, Aldridge, is that your YouTube name? Are you over there asking these questions? Okay, just checking. Sorry,
Nice.
Kurt.
I was going to ask, what is that Facebook page, or how do you find
Texas
it?
City JCs.
Texas City JCs.
Do y'all have a YouTube page?
No, not that I'm aware of.
You might have to. You won't be able to go live down there when they catch that shark today.
Exactly. We might have to join up on YouTube.
Today's the day if you're going to catch a shark to do the little trick where you attach the shark to the boat
Oh my gosh.
No.
and save it for later.
No.
Today's the day because there's no Facebook Live. You can't get in trouble today.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm
Is
always looking for ways to win. It's called competition.
There you go. Is there anything else y'all would like to share while y'all are here right now and today?
No, just come down and see us. Come get T-shirts. We've got all different colors. Every year the colors change too. That's really neat. But we have T-shirts. Come join up. We still got 3 or 4 days. And we also have tickets for raffle.
And firework passes if you want to watch fireworks on the
Awesome.
On Skyline.
Skyline.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, and our raffle tickets, first prize is going to be a kayak. Second prize is a custom rod and reel, and third prize is an outdoor gourmet 6-burner griddle.
How do
So-
custom rod and grill or custom rod
by Down South Custom Rods.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
cool.
And the reel is an SE Avid Raptor LX6 reel from Serious Tackle.
Oh, Serious Tackle right
See,
here.
that's
in
what I
Lawrence.
was trying to find out. Like Serious Tackle does custom rod and reels
Yeah.
as well.
So we like to keep things local too. So
I got one more important thing, and then before I let you take this, right?
okay,
So y'all do a lot of stuff in the community, which is awesome. So we have an event, October 12th. It's our Talk of Taco cook-off. We're teaming up with United Way, and I know you like the United Way. Everybody likes the United Way. They do a lot of amazing things. But we need the JC, the Texas City JCs, to have a cook-off team. Would y'all be willing to get everybody together? Y'all can have a tent, even bring y'all's air conditioning.
How good are you guys at making tacos?
So there's going to be beef, chicken, seafood, and open. So
Oh, they're bringing that shark taco.
oh yeah,
Oh
you
yeah.
know it.
Yeah.
Sure.
We
When
could
is it?
probably talk in a group.
please, it's October the 12th. It's
October
a
12th.
Saturday, and
Okay.
it's from 9 to 3. And
Right here at Abundant Life
we're going to
Christian.
do it in the parking lot. So we're going to.
Oh, okay.
It's a
I
family-friendly
actually live
event.
2 minutes away from here.
That's cool. Yeah.
So
So does Kurt.
Absolutely.
You may be neighbors with Kurt because Kurt lives like 2
She
minutes.
lives in Delaney Cove.
I live, yeah.
Oh, you live
Oh,
like 30
in
seconds.
this area, yeah.
Yeah.
30
Like,
seconds.
Yeah, yeah, she does.
yeah. yeah.
So our website is tclmjcs.com, and that's JAYCEES.com.
Cool. So we look forward to doing some more and maybe seeing y'all later today when we go pick up some shirts.
Yes,
Yes.
and hats. I was told to give y'all hats as well.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm coming. Now I'm definitely going
Yeah.
after our meeting. But we're going to our meeting. Then we're going to go to see you. And
Okay,
then we're going to
okay.
go to Chick-fil-A and
Oh,
shoot
yeah,
a
you gotta have
video at Chick-fil-A in Lake City.
Nice.
We're giving away an entire year of Chick-fil-A.
Oh my goodness.
Jealous.
So in order to win, when we shoot the video and release it, all you have to do is like, share, and comment on the videos on. Hopefully, Facebook's working.
We'll see.
If not, we'll like, share on YouTube.
I guess
right?
so. We'll have to figure
Do
something
you
out.
like, share? I don't even.
You can. I think you can like.
You can like videos on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Thumbs
Can
up,
you-
thumbs down.
Can
Yeah.
you
comment.
share the video on YouTube?
On what? No, I don't know. You can add it to a list. Oh, Aldridge says yes.
Yeah.
He knows. So, hey, thank you so much for joining us.
No
again
Thank you
today.
for having us
Thank
out. We
you.
really appreciate it.
And we'll see y'all here in a bit. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here in a bit.
The one thing that I was going to say when we were talking about Serious Tackle, and it was kind of
I'm
a
like,
little
are we
late.
off?
We're still live on YouTube.
YouTube's live, but we're off the FM. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. was you can't use stuff from underwater green fishing line. You can't do. You remember that gig up?
Yeah.
The gigging device that they had.
Yeah.
Can't gig during this tournament, during the tackle time tournament. You
No
have
gigging
to,
allowed?
No gigging allowed. You have to fish it. It has to be a rod and reel in order to catch it. So you can't walk through and like even flounder.
Get the shark. Yeah,
You
you're
can't-
offshore. Just like jump out there and I'm gonna stab this shark.
Well, flounder's a category, right?
Is flounder a category?
Somebody had mentioned that. Yeah, so you can't go through and gig a flounder. You actually have to catch it with a rod and reel,
Cool.
which I thought was interesting.
Just get them in the boat and then get them in the fryer. Fried fish is awesome.
Man, and there's
love
limit.
it.
Like there's limit. The other thing that we didn't touch on because it was kind of an interesting thing that I had never witnessed. But there's a limit. So like the stingray had to be 100 pounds in order for you to qualify for it. So it was kind of like he thought it was 100 pounds. It wasn't 100 pounds. It was 97 pounds, and so it didn't count. And so it was kind of like, oh man,
The drama.
97 pounds.
Yeah.
3 pounds off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
You know.
I think we only have the one stingray right now is because of
Yeah,
that.
because the other stingrays that got brought in, they weren't high enough.
Can't they just
They're
bring
kinda
like
low.
lead? I don't know what a stingray's actually. I do kind of know what a stingray's mouth is, but like if it's on weight, like
Well, no, because you want to release it back live.
you don't want to eat it. You're not allowed to eat it.
I don't know if you want to eat stingray. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, not stingray. I was talking more about. I'm sorry.
The fish.
About the fish. Like if it's like, hey, it's a red fish, and I'm bringing like some little lead weights, and I'm just like shoving it in the
Y'all
fish's
need to
mouth.
quit giving people ideas.
Right?
I can't be the first person to think of this. Is all I'm saying. I'm not that smart, and if I'm thinking about it,
Man,
I know.
I'm thinking all the ways.
We've got the eyes, so we watch.
Okay,
like,
that's good.
All around.
They're like, oh, these people
Busted
gotta
for
watch out.
cheating.
You know, the
Exactly.
cool part is it can be anybody too. Like that, I think that's what the best part about this is. You can literally standing on the side of the dike, catch a big fish.
Oh,
bring it
absolutely,
in.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so you don't need a boat.
You don't, especially for the inshore. And you can fish. It doesn't have to be just in Galveston Bay or in this area. You can fish the lakes or not lakes, but like the rivers and stuff
Right.
around here for gar and bring it to us.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's not, you don't have to fish from Texas City. You can fish from anywhere.
So Miles needs to get on this tomorrow. He needs to come register, and then take Randy Narvez out and catch
Friday.
some big fish in the Galveston Bay, and then
Yeah.
come back.
Absolutely.
Be like,
Make
hey,
sure
look,
he comes and sees us and signs up before he goes out.
Okay.
I'll tell him. Let him know Friday.
him know.
You need to do that. It sounds like it's thundering outside.
I was wondering,
Yeah.
is that thunder or is
Oh,
that, I don't
man.
know. I hope not. Another wet day out there. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think it got pretty wet yesterday. I was
oh,
at work.
yeah. I was there, and
It was bad.
Yeah, it downpoured.
me and my fiance actually we sat in our truck and we watched Netflix
Yeah.
until it stopped and everybody was in the trailer because it's metal, so lightning.
Oh yeah. And people were in there, and you're all like, nope.
We were like, no, and I was like, I'm gonna go watch Netflix.
What
Yeah.
On
about
our
the
phone.
truck being metal?
Well, either way, you're kind of just like,
Yeah, out there in
You're
the
sitting
in
a
the
bit.
elements,
Yeah.
You're
you
sitting
know,
duck
yeah.
out there, yeah.
But
Yeah.
thankfully, nothing happened for sure.
Yeah, right.
Well, thank you guys for coming in today.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Anytime that you guys have something going on, whether that's like an event or, you have something on Facebook that you guys want us to mention, please let us know. You can actually make us a co-host of any event. All
Okay.
you have to do is just add us as a co-host, and it automatically goes out to our people.
Nice.
And then you can actually get put into our calendar on our app
Okay,
through
awesome.
it. So
Actually,
thank you guys.
me and Whitney can actually take a picture right now and put it on our Facebook,
Do it.
on the JC's Facebook.
there
Absolutely.
you go. It's
And feel free to share that YouTube link later on whatever, and you can be like, go back and watch our spot.
Yes, absolutely.
So, yep. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, what's up, folks? I just logged into my personal YouTube, and I was blowing up the comments because that's what I love to do. I said, "What
Tiger
a great!
party.
This is great. What an amazing time! Tiger party." Oh, that's
we
me.
got it.
Coming up next on KHEA Radio, we're going to have Chef Mary Bass and Natasha Davis in studio. At least I'm assuming Chef Mary Bass is
We'll
coming
see.
because
I'm
that's
excited.
what Natasha said.
Fingers crossed.
But hopefully they're on their
we'll
way.
find out. Yeah, y'all are good. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all here in a bit.
Okay.
And we want purple shirts too.
We have yellow and green and blue.
Sweet.
gray.
Excellent.
You want the purple?
I want those. Like like
Do you have time to put our name on there?
Gardy.
When you join our,
We'll get one of those?
You get one of these.
Okay,
yes.
Look at
excellent.
this. They wore matching shirts as well.
Nice.
What?
Yeah. So
Thank you, gentlemen. Y'all have
bye.
a good day.
We'll see y'all in a bit. We're about to have Chef Natasha. We're going to have Chef Mary in studio. So make sure that you stay tuned. And also let us know what you are up to today in the comments, because I'm thrown off. Everything is different now.
It's hard to reply back
guys.
to the comments, but you know what? Here's the best part.
Could
I
you
know
move that mic like far away? 'Cause
I
it was
know-
fine. No, like further towards
to
you.
me?
Yeah. Excellent.
I know it's hard because we're on a new platform, but there's still 10 people on this platform who are watching.
We just shared it on all
Thank
of our
you.
platforms.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
thank you.
We
Sorry,
appreciate
Facebook.
it.
We tried twice this morning.
And then we tried from Kurt's personal, and it was like just black. Is it raining? Is that thunder?
It's horrible outside.
What in the world? It was beautiful whenever I went on YouTube Live. I mean, I went on Instagram Live looking for Kurt, because I get worried whenever it starts getting like 8:25, and I'm just like, it's calling hospitals and everything else. Like, is he okay?
Checking ditches,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it looked beautiful out
You
there.
never swing by my
Stinks.
apartment. You're like, oh, is he awake?
He knows
is he
better.
alive?
He knows better.
I'm not allowed. He doesn't let me go there anymore. He's like, seriously. Like, we used to go to his apartment. Now he's like, you can't come over.
Well,
like,
because the last time that you came over, you
He
showed a
judged
shot of my cat litter.
I did this for like a year, and then all of a sudden, like, something changes, and he's like, "Oh, you can't come over anymore ever."
Something.
I don't know. So it's the
You'll have a
weirdest
new.
thing.
You'll have a new intern.
This is Maisie's brother. I
Also
don't know
known
if
as
you-
Aldridge. He has his own name.
I was about to say,
Oh,
does he
okay.
have his own name?
So I don't know if you've ever met Maisie. Maisie interned for us. Maisie was one of my students in when I taught at the Christian school.
She was here for like a minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she's in Poland right now, and I'm appointed to Natasha because I'm sure you've been to Poland. You've been to
I
everywhere else.
love Poland, actually. It's great.
She's doing some. She's going to the medical field, so she's at UT, and
Do you know what city she's in?
we've Aldridge. You don't know what city she's in.
No, Toronto's in Canada.
Canada.
Thank God you're pretty.
Like Warsaw.
It starts with a T. He
Starts
said.
with a T.
Okay.
Torsaw. We just start
Torsaw,
making
there
up
you go.
places.
Torsaw, Poland. Haven't been there.
That is totally not a. We've just offended the entire country.
But we also asked Aldridge. I was like, Aldridge, how long is she going to be there? He was like, either 2 weeks or a month. It's 2 weeks. Okay. Okay. Hopefully. So we get her
He's like,
back.
hopefully
If they let
she
her
comes back. No, we love Aldridge. He's what, 15? 15 years old. He goes to school at the Christian school, and he's really good on the tech
so
team.
this is how you get out of class.
yes.
Or is this your
Nice.
class?
Well, he's in summer, so he's
Oh,
able
it's
to.
summer.
You know that.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm blissfully aware of how summer it is right now. I woke up shivering, and I'm like, what is going on? The thunder. I know.
That was a loud one.
You're done.
I got scared. You could hear, like, it vibrated in my ears. Can we talk about your ears really fast?
Oh, my kitty ears.
It's
Yeah,
American.
It's
It's like red,
America.
white, and blue, and silver.
America.
I love it.
It's the most festive thing I own right now.
I like
Yeah.
it.
So what's up with 4th of July? What are you guys up to?
I have zero things planned. Actually, I'm even off work.
I will be at the Friendswood Parade with Cheerful Hearts because Alexandria has volunteered. And so we have to be there very early.
So volunteering herself volunteers the fam, pretty much is what
It volunteers mom.
Not the family, does
So,
it?
yeah, I mean, dad'll drop off, but like to go to events, that's mom duty. So we'll be out there. So if anyone's in Friendswood, come say hi.
Are you walking the horses?
I am doing whatever Miss Sherry needs me to do.
Like-
That's my role in this.
That's your life
volunteering.
role.
That's my life role. Yeah.
Whatever needs to be done. Natasha is the girl
Yeah.
for you.
But
That's
Alex actually gets to lead a horse by herself, so she's worked hard to kind of get to this. It's a big deal. I
Is
guess.
anybody riding it?
It's a
They're the
mini,
little
so apparently you
maybe.
can't ride them. I wanted to
I'll
put
ride
them in
it.
my pocket and like kind of cuddle them,
They're
but
that
that's
small?
not allowed to. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're super cute. I love them. They're fluffy.
Yeah.
They are
They're
fluffy.
the best.
So let's go on the FM right now because we got a good opportunity. School at alcc.org. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Kurt.
It's 10:05 on a Wednesday, July the 3rd. We're excited because tomorrow's 4th of July, and well, today's Wednesday, so we're going to have some smoking D's tonight. That's going to be good.
Yeah, make sure you come out at 6 o'clock. Dustin is going to be here serving some brisket McDillas. We're also going to have some ice cream. And then at 7 o'clock, we have our Freedom Service that's taking place at Abundant Life Christian Center. So if you want to come on out, enjoy some food, there's going to be some bounce houses out there, weather permitting. Apparently, because it's storming outside.
You can put them in the foyer.
We do have room. I think they've even
that's possible.
tossed that around before, just bringing it inside. So
That'd be nuts.
we have a Chef
Just
Mary
be loud.
Bass in studio. We also have Chef Natasha Davis, who's not officially a chef,
She's the
but it
chief.
just rolls. It rolls.
chief.
So what's up? How y'all been doing?
Hi.
Great.
Everything been good?
Everything's been busy. But
Busy.
busy is good.
But we like it.
We like busy.
Yeah.
You know, we talked back in December, January, and we mapped down an entire year of things. And I remember sitting in that meeting at where were we at? We were at
TJ Reed's.
That's right, and just being blown away. Like, wait, we're gonna do this every month.
Mm-hmm.
But then I've seen you guys, and it's changed a little bit. You know,
Yeah, we've
because
morphed our plans based on.
The government furlough kind of, threw a little
That did.
wrinkle in things,
bless.
but there was a lot of people that were able to be touched and blessed.
You know what's cool is I talked to a Coastie yesterday, and I talk to a different Coastie at least once a week, just randomly, and they still say, "Oh, thank you so much," and I'm like, "That was 6 months ago."
Yeah.
They're the most grateful group of people.
I would literally. We're feeding a Coast Guard family who his wife has been sick and he's working and they have small children, and so we've partnered with Robinette Caterers in Seabrook to get them dinners every night so that they can. That's one less thing the dad has to handle on top of the kids and take care of his wife. So, so all of his Coast Guard buddies are picking up the meals and taking them to him, and so they were just like. They're just so thankful. I'm like, you're welcome. No problem.
Going back to that time when y'all are at Ziegler's, we just had Whitney Ziegler in, and her family is some of the people that own it. So I thought that was cool. I was like, man, we're having Chef's Table Charities in, and they had the opportunity to be housed in there thanks to the generosity of that family. So the plan is hopefully this year, behind the scenes, there's a lot that goes on to opening a business and then reopening and renovating. So we're keeping them in our prayers.
I saw Jack yesterday.
Yeah,
I swung by. He was working at Ziegler's. Swung by and saw him. So
yeah,
they're hoping to start pretty soon. So
that's awesome.
Fingers crossed, and then support these local businesses once they get open.
Yes,
so that they
for
keep doing
sure.
it.
For sure, because they're the ways that we're able to keep doing what we do. Having these community partners is what we call them. That allow us to, not have to beg as much as we do. And, and when we go into our crisis modes, they really step up and help out. And we found that a lot with Chief Reed and, our people, they always just come together and they're able to do, so many great things for us. Esteban's this last time around in Chick-fil-A in Texas City, and we had several people
lots of
Sam's in Texas City, all of them, they just step up and do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. And that's what's amazing.
Mentioning Esteban's, they're coming to Santa Fe.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
We went to the potluck on Sunday, and they provided the fajitas for Team Leja cookers to cook. And it was delicious. It was so good. So it's going to be a great addition to Santa Fe, having them there and, seeing all these businesses come behind Santa Fe and positively support them. We've been doing it for a while, and so it's nice to see everybody else come together and
that's what it's all about.
It really is.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference when you've got small business support.
Yep.
So what's going on right now, and what's coming up next for Chef's Table Charities? I know there's a bunch of stuff scheduled, but there's not really a lull.
We never have a lull.
Yeah, there's never a lull. There's always
Natasha
something.
and I are texting at 3:00 in the morning while she's in Europe
I'm
and
everywhere.
in
not
Poland, hanging with Maisie.
Hanging with Maisie in Poland, learning how to be a doctor. That's what I do in my free time. So right now, what we're doing is we're trying to sponsor teachers in their classrooms. So we launched that on Monday because we follow a lot of teachers on social media, and we see that they're telling each other, hey, this place has this on sale and this place has that on sale. So these teachers don't stop thinking about supplies in their classrooms and their kids. So we've opened it up, and we've already gotten a ton of submissions for people to get a sponsorship. So now the trick will be to getting people to donate a sponsorship.
So I think we figured that out too. But this morning, we share the email, so I go and read through the submissions, and there was a teacher who teaches special needs kids, and she wanted Scholastic magazines for her classroom. And so I sent her an email back. I was like, how much does Scholastic magazines cost? I have no idea. And she said $167.20. Like, it was very specific.
Wow.
And that's what it costs to get the magazines for Classroom. And I was like, well, that's awesome. Somebody might want to say, hey, I'll sponsor the Scholastic magazines. That'll be my thing. And
I like those magazines.
I think they're awesome. But, for the kids, for her classroom, it's what she needs to be successful in her classroom. And that's what we want, is to alleviate that burden or give the teachers, some of them, they're like, I can cover the pencils and paper and stuff. But having those special project items that you can ask for is great. Another one wanted teeter-totter chairs so that her kids had alternative seating, so that when they started to get bored or fidgety, that they could go sit on a alternative chair. So we asked for their Amazon wish list, which was really cool, because then people can go on their Amazon wish list and
Makes
buy.
it easy.
And it sends straight to them, and it's great. And so we're doing our part to vet the teachers and make sure that they are asking for things that we deem as appropriate. And but it's going to be neat to be able to see, like we said earlier, the different businesses come together and the different people come together. Even if you don't have kids in the school districts anymore, you're able to come and sponsor a classroom.
I think of Curt as a teacher, and we were having a conversation yesterday about budgeting and buying stuff for the classroom. So I could only imagine Curt is a teacher, and he's like, this is my Amazon wish list.
Yeah.
I need Twinkies.
Yep.
For myself
Bang
personally.
energy
high priorities.
A
Listen,
Panasonic
I
camera
had-
with with this
I
lighting
had a
rig.
$10,000 budget when I was in Vermont. Every
spend
year.
in your classroom?
Yes.
Wow.
What is Vermont doing?
Well, it
Taxing
was
people.
It was a technical. It was a technical classroom, and so whether that was like computers or
So it's like one thing.
cameras.
Well, that stuff's expensive too. So it's
Yeah.
just like, hey, how many computers can you buy for?
So then that was beyond like the grant. So I also even got like a $15,000 grant for a bunch of camera gear that we needed and stuff. So it was expensive.
So we're moving our teachers to Vermont. Like, that's crazy.
But here's the part: is I only made $32,000.
I don't think our teachers make much more than that.
No,
Like,
the starting salary in HISD for a first-year teacher is $50,000.
that's
But in
poverty
HISD?
level.
$51,000.
That's poverty level.
What
I
is
mean,
it for
that's
Galveston
just- Yeah,
County?
Galveston County's
'Cause we're
got to be
cheaper on
lower
taxes,
than
so it's
that.
gotta be lower.
Alvin is 62.
All right,
you
well,
know,
So that's
first-year
Brazoria
teacher.
County.
That's
What about
As a-
Bacon
as a
and
teacher-
Santa Fe?
As a teacher,
$100,000.
Yeah.
We're just throwing out
$1
numbers.
million.
I don't know.
As a teacher in Vermont, if I was there for 15 years, I had 60 hours of graduate level credit.
Uh-huh.
The highest I would ever make was $50,000. And I came to
Amazing.
Houston and
But man, that $25,000 you get in grants offsets your income. And it's unfortunate, but I think that our teachers spend a huge chunk. I would think they could spend up to $1,000 every single school year on
Especially
supplies
special needs teachers.
and special. Yeah, exactly. So I see what you're saying. Like, and maybe the cost of living is different, but I know our teachers are definitely not making enough money to be supplementing their.
But that was the one thing that I had a concern, and I'm probably in the minority on this situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to Houston and I was out to eat with a whole bunch of teachers, and the teacher was complaining. She's like, "We don't make enough money," and I said, "Well, here's the reality around the country. Texas is one of the most financially sound for paying teachers.
Right.
Texas is, because you go to Arizona, it's $20,000."
But that's the sad reality about being a teacher. The people who are the ones who are actually educating our kids, the teachers see my kids more than I see my kids during the school year. They're the ones who actually have an impact in an active role. They're not getting paid any. That's poverty level pay for teachers, and it's just unfortunate that that's acceptable, that our community allows, in our country allows that to take place, and that we're a necessary evil. What we're doing might be the only way these teachers get those supplies they need. So, regardless of what they're getting paid across the country, it's unfair to teachers as a whole that's
Yeah, you can still show your support, to teachers. I don't care. What people get paid otherwise, but we definitely want to support our teachers here no matter what.
I do feel that there is a need for supplies in schools.
Yeah.
I feel like yes, but because I feel like there's budget cuts here, there's budget cuts there,
Right.
and
It's
it's
tough
hard.
decisions. It's tough
and they're
decisions to
funding
make.
things that not all, like my oldest is a drama kid, she doesn't play sports. She'll never play sports. She's built for comfort, not for speed. And so she complains now at 7th grade, 8th grade that theater isn't as funded as the athletic department. And so, even within schools, the budgeting is unfair. And, we want to make sure that all departments are seen regardless if they're a sports department or if they're...
Right. And also, if you think about it, teachers spend a lot of their own money. You don't expect, like, doctors or, these other places.
Can you imagine a doctor's buying
if
your
he had to buy
pads?
his own, like, scalpel and his own, you know what I mean? Like, these teachers are paying for supplies for kids who can't afford it. They're paying for supplies to enrich the classroom, so it's kind of... we could argue all day about who gets paid what, but at the end of the day, no one else has to pay for supplies that other people are going to use.
You go
for
wait
their
tables
job.
at a restaurant, they normally give you your first uniform.
Yeah.
It's just, anyways. So that's what we're working on right now. That's Chef's Table's biggest thing. And then coming up this fall, we're super excited.
Yeah.
We're bringing Restaurant Week to the Bay Area.
Yeah,
Y'all
I
are
remember
partnering
this.
with us.
Definitely. So
Third Coast.
what does this mean?
Third Coast Feast Weeks.
What
Lots
does it
of
mean?
food.
What
Lots
does
of
it
food.
mean? So Galveston has a restaurant week and Houston has a restaurant week, and stuck here in the middle is the Bay Area Houston. And so we're partnering with KHEA Radio and Texas Chronicles and the Bay Area Houston food lovers, and we're bringing Restaurant Week to the Bay Area. As a chef, Restaurant Week's always one of my favorite weeks because you get to showcase a menu at a more affordable price to diners. And so we're going to, be doing the same here. And so we're working with Joe and Jennifer Fuller, and we're excited. It's going to be great.
Yeah, and you heard it first here. This
Dun,
is
dun,
our
dun.
This is it.
Yep,
That-
it'll be launched as soon as we leave here today.
10 minutes will be the first post about it.
Yeah.
That's
so
amazing.
You can go and Third Coast Feast Weeks on all the social media platforms. We've got them on Instagram and on Facebook. And we will, we'll be talking about it more. And if you're a restaurant, you want to sign up.
Everyone's invited, right?
Everybody is invited. The concept behind Restaurant Week is that diners get to experience a new restaurant at a slightly discounted price. So if you have like this gorgeous fine pre blah 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 blah, then you'll do a menu for $35. That's 3 courses, and somebody gets to try it out who wouldn't normally afford to be able to go.
Yeah.
But for us, we really wanted to make it more about the mom and pops. That's what we have more of here in the county. So if you've got a cupcake shop, you do buy 2 cupcakes, get 1 free, or whatever it is, and it's for 2 weeks, and it's in September, and it really just we're gonna showcase our different dining options.
So Third Coast Feast Weeks.
Third Coast
Yes.
Feast Weeks, and we'll be hitting the pavement hard trying to get restaurants signed up, and we're thirdcoastfeastweeks.com. If you are a restaurant and you want to sign up, you can go there. And it's only $200 to participate. And the proceeds will benefit Chef's Table Charities and allow us to continue to do what we do and have.
Woot.
I know. It's going to be great.
I'm excited for all the food because there's a lot of good food in this area. When you're talking about Houston, I mean, it's all right, right? Like,
I mean, it's only the top food scene in the U.S. right now. It's cool.
but
It's cool.
this
It's okay.
area,
Like
It's
the
all right.
top.
I feel
yeah.
like there's so many good places. You're looking at Little Bellamia. You're talking about
Pit Stop.
Fob on
and-
Me,
yeah.
Pit Stop. It's all of these great restaurants.
Yeah.
That we visit frequently because we're not going over to McDonald's. We're going to these family-owned
I
restaurants.
mean, we'll let McDonald's participate if they can get corporate to sign on. We'll take their money.
Quit spitting on the mic.
But it's,
Quit insulting McDonald's as well.
here's what we need the listeners to do. If you frequent a restaurant and they absolutely love you, we want you to go into that restaurant and say, okay, you got to sign up. You got to do this.
Yeah.
And get them on board and have them go to the website and sign up and, put their information in. $200 is nothing. We're going to blast it. We're going to talk about them. They're going to have some really neat opportunities on social media. And
We've got flyers. We've
Yep.
got everything. And
we've got all kinds of resources to make your life easier.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fun. Hey, we were trying to meet up like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and
Yeah.
we could never make it happen. It just
that
kept.
might be my bad.
What happened?
My schedule was a bit crazy, and then it kept changing. and then would change back.
Flip the table. Hey, it wasn't me. Hey. No, I was in Denver with Stephanie Kovich for a minute there, and then...
Y'all are busy.
Yeah.
Quit saying busy.
Yeah, we're not busy.
Blessed.
We have
Blessed.
things
Busy's
to do.
a horrible word.
I don't think it is. You know, like
You don't think busy is a bad
no,
word?
busy is good. I love being busy.
But busy is, I feel like, I don't know.
It's got negative connotations
It
to
has,
it.
because it's like, you're not important enough for me to make time for you.
We're not idle. Can we say it that way?
Yeah, we're not idle.
We're not idle.
Or constantly
moving.
Constantly motion.
Well, you were too
We're
busy
Newton.
for y'all to make time for us, which is good because you're doing positive things, and we see that happening. So, and we understand. You know, we can always text and figure it out. And y'all are here today, and that's what's
We're
up.
here, and we're going to try to... Summer is always my least favorite time, and I really need to change this mindset about myself because I just loathe summer. I loathe it. And so I think as my kids get older, I'll appreciate it more because they'll have cars and they won't bother me as much.
Is that what it is? Like
I
the
could
kids
just-
are more. They're more.
I just
Kids
throw
are so
$20
busy in
bills.
summer.
And my kids, Viva's gone to Iowa and she's going to Fort Lauderdale. Kensington's been at camp 2 or 3 times. Maddox has gone from All-Stars to football. And so it's just, they keep us very just occupied, just running constantly for them. And then in the middle, we've had 3 girls at our house for 5 days.
I haven't seen my kids since last week.
Yeah,
when she came home
we
from camp.
we took them to Lake Charles and back, and so it's it's been good. It's been good.
That's fun.
Yeah, so it's fun. So they keep me moving
And the
all summer.
kids are having fun too, right? Because
yes,
It's
but then they
memories.
closed
Yeah.
our pool down in our
Really?
neighborhood. Yes,
for work, construction in the middle of
yes,
summer.
yes. I'm like, this
Good planning.
wasn't. These things weren't broken in November. What?
Right. Yeah.
So summer.
Cool. Hey, 646 is open. I'm sure everybody's
oh my gosh, I
appreciating
drove
that.
over
So
yesterday
happy.
and I was like, but
Yeah.
it didn't bother me. Like I was like, I know the back roads,
Yeah.
and the traffic really wasn't that bad.
It bothered me because when you had to exit, because Jaslyn has to be at karate in
Yeah,
League
yeah, yeah.
City before roosters
you
are
had
awake.
to exit 646 or
And then you
96.
get caught in that, so it gets all backed up with all the people who are angry at 5 a.m. shaking their fists and stuff, and so that was unpleasant.
For her
Did you
black belt
hear
training.
that y'all are getting a Starbucks in
Yes.
that?
Yeah, which is good news because all the coffee. Because
Yeah.
being a karate mom, you get very tired. But the bad news is that now with all this training, all the construction is happening.
Mm-hmm.
But they're supposed to improve the parking lot and the lighting and everything like that. So
Yeah.
I think it'll be good.
Yeah, we were talking to
one of
Southern
those-
Sass about that.
It's a necessary evil.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those you do not want to do it, but once it's done, it's
If I was ever
going
going
to
to open a coffee shop, it would be in KHEA Plaza for sure because there's
They need
so
one on that
many.
side.
Yeah.
I'm super excited because Southern Sass Vinyl and More is now officially a sponsor of KHEA Radio. So
We love them.
yeah. Wow.
That was great.
Yeah, no, we officially started that. So we love Southern Sass Vinyl and More. The T-shirts are going to be awesome, and we're talking about them possibly doing the T-shirts for our Talk of Taco Cook-Off that's taking place October 12th.
Ooh.
Nice.
Are we going to be able to get an official Chef's Table team? Like, we need that.
I don't know what's up on that weekend yet.
I'm
I've
telling
got
you.
a wedding.
I'm telling you
I've got a
exactly what's
wedding
up on that
pending.
weekend. It's a
Maybe I
taco
can
taco
come make
cook-off.
some tacos,
If
but they
Mr.
may not be
Mary's
good.
barbecue is available, I will send him in our steed.
That's what we need. He has to have one of the shirts on though. And what is the name? Is it going to be Mr. Mary's or like Mr. Mary's Chef's Table charity cook-off?
We should make like every single name that we have on one shirt just ran together like a run-on sentence.
Like a
Presented by
like
Texas
the back,
Chronicle.
like just
Yeah.
like a hashtag,
Sponsored
it
by
just keeps
Stone Cold
going.
Meats.
Yeah. So the link is supposed to drop today. It's an Eventbrite link where sponsors are going to be able to sign up to sponsor the event. We're teaming up with United Way. They're helping us put this event on, and it's going to be
awesome.
benefiting them. And then also, if you want to cook off, if you have the best tacos around, or you know somebody who does, they're just an awesome chef, or you're an amateur and you're like, hey, this is going to be fun. This is an opportunity for you to show what you got and then win some of the hardware.
Where do I get to sign up to be a judge? Because that's where I'm at.
You know, that's what we were talking about. And so we had created a link on, or an option on the Eventbrite link, and then we decided to hold it off for a couple reasons. Because I don't know how much I want to get into this, but we want to see if we can get people to hopefully be on a team. Because then if you're like, well, I'm going to judge, then maybe I won't have a team, but I'm going anyways, you know? So we're
I
just
can
But
get
it
you
should be
some
blind,
cool judges that aren't like in our inner circle.
Yeah.
So then but they're like many celebs.
Really good at eating tacos, well known, and know what they're talking about. That's
I'm
what
not
Yeah.
well known, but I'm really good at eating tacos. So if someone calls in sick, you can have me. Like, I'm ready to tap in.
Yeah.
See,
I'll be ready.
I'm hoping that. So the other thing that we were talking about is we don't know how many judges we're going to need.
Yeah, that's the other thing is I've judged lots of events, and y'all have too. Like Galveston, did you do Galveston County Fair and Rodeo barbecue or seafood?
We didn't judge, but we were there. There's quite a few.
There's like, you want to make sure that everything's on the up and up, and like your boxes are marked properly and not marked, and that you're following the rules, and the people who intake the boxes that there's
Yeah.
So like it's kind of hard because it just depends on how official y'all want to be.
Yeah, we went.
Because with tacos, they're very specific. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if I knew that this person was putting pineapple salsa on their taco, then I might give them a 10 so you need some like really impartial judges.
Yeah.
Well, so that's the fun part about this is there's so many ways, and that's why we kept the categories pretty simple. You know, beef, chicken, seafood, and chef's choice, because you can literally do like a corn tortilla with beef.
Or flour.
Or flour. You can put
Homemade.
whatever ingredients you want on it. You might want to make it spicy. You may not. You know, it kind of leaves it up to
That's
whatever,
awesome.
you know, which makes it unique.
And we'll probably have a mix of judges because we've already talked to some that like professionally do it or have done it at the Galveston County or like Houston and stuff. And they're like, yeah, we'll do it. We're interested. So we're like, okay, cool. We need your contact. But then we also want people who are
Yeah, you need like regular taste buds,
exactly.
non-trained.
So
taste
it's a
buds.
balance of what's going on.
Judge.
And the
He
cool
has
part
3 taste buds.
the cool part is I'm expecting 600 teams. That's my goal. I'm not stopping until I have 600 teams, which would be
Bigger than the
Have
Houston
y'all-
Livestock Show and Rodeo.
2,400 tacos, at least, at minimum 2,400 tacos.
So we're going to need a lot of judges.
Yeah. So that's the other piece is we didn't want to put on a link and
Who's
say like, hey,
helping y'all put this on?
Chris Delisandri with United Way. So he's won like Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
So he knows
cook-off.
how to like put on a
Yes.
cook-off? Okay, because I'm worried right here. I'm like,
yeah,
No.
if I'm not stopping until we have 600 teams. I will pay. No, I won't. I should.
It's
what
going
is
to be
what does it cost for a team to participate?
$100.
Oh, that's great.
so it's easy.
So
then
we
if-
wanted to keep it.
Do you are we getting trophies? Are we getting like World Series rings? Like, what does the winner get?
Right now,
a
the plan
golden taco.
is trophies, and we're really excited about it. But that we hope, if there's depending on the turnout, we may be able to add some more stuff. But
Some more swag.
we'll see.
You need some sponsors to sponsor
Exactly.
first place.
We have
swag.
verbal commitments. We just need the link, and then people to follow through on hopefully verbal commitments, and then more to join in.
yeah,
You said
that's,
it drops today.
hopefully
It's
we're
supposed to drop
waiting.
today.
We're waiting on again the United Way, but we have the Facebook event ready to go. So clear your calendars for October 12th.
October 12th.
You're not going to
I
want to
will
miss it.
double check my calendar, but
But
show.
the cool part is
I
we
mean,
made it
do y'all
cheap.
really want me participating?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Don't make me cry. I've cried like all morning long. Please don't make me cry again.
Can we start practicing now for October?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, because I'm hungry.
Today's good. It's like it sounds good. What's
yeah,
the what?
I'm like, so now.
Because I've got like 14. I make tacos
And
a lot.
So it's going to be a family-friendly event. There's going to be a ton of family like bounce houses,
October's
snow
the
cones.
perfect time to have an
It
event
is
too.
like carnival stuff, and then we're also
so are y'all still doing Holly Harvest and this?
yes.
Yes.
Oh bless.
And the Heartbreak Hotel that night.
Oh, wow.
So
So it's going to be a fun day.
Why? But why?
because we want to do something like this.
one-stop
It's
shop.
it's a really cool event.
Just hang out at
We're gonna
Abundant
have
Life for the month.
music, and we kept it cheap enough too. I was going to say this earlier. We kept it cheap enough that anybody can enter. So like
But
your
does it
grandma.
cost to attend?
No.
It's free to attend. You can come. You can sell food for $50.
Extra. Like, so if
Extra.
you're a food truck, like Smoking D's is going to be here tonight at our event. So
Yeah.
it's $150. They get an entry into each category. Then if they have their own food permit and everything's, good, they're
We
allowed
still
to
have
sell.
everybody's still got to have a food permit.
We're working that with Chris. Chris he
Yeah,
knows
health
what's up with that.
department.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
because
$75 permit through the health department.
yes. So hopefully we're able to get people who are already selling in Galveston, already have their permit, all ready to go. And again, if you're a family, you can come down here. There's going to be bounce houses. There's going to be a mobile axe throwing station from Axe Masters.
That'll
Nice.
be fun.
And then like Escape Kima is going to come down and do some bomb stuff.
Yeah, those are fun.
So it's going to be a fun event where it's not just about tacos and like a cook-off. It's going to be, hey, come out here and enjoy this fun event.
But-
the logo's cool.
But do you need some Iggy Figgy pudding? Because we're looking for a new place to.
What's Iggy Figgy pudding?
It was a typo that happened last year.
It's a giant joke, but I'm just making.
What's it supposed to be?
So when we had the holiday extravaganza
Yeah,
last
the
year, it was supposed to be icky figgy pudding, and you put your hand in, and it was like a Grinch bowl, and it had like worms and stuff, and you pulled out a token, and you put it in a box, and then there was a raffle for the prize. But on one of the posts, it was late one night, and I was on my phone, and I wrote Iggy figgy pudding,
Instead
like
of
Iggy
Pop.
Azalea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it's been Iggy Figgy pudding ever
It's not
since.
icky.
You
Iggy.
need to like market that and actually do Iggy
Yeah.
Figgy pudding.
Iggy Figgy pudding is now.
We
a
can
thing.
have a booth. I still have the Grinch in storage. He's still there because I loved him. He had little Grinch mitts. He was a red bowl with a hat. He was cute.
That's awesome.
He was Iggy.
Yeah,
He
so
was
there's
Iggy.
there's going to be vendors, there's going to be live music, there might be some performances from some of the acts inside of Heartbreak Hotel.
Oh, that'll be
so
cool.
this will be an opportunity to kind of showcase.
It'll be in the front parking lot here on.
I'm
Yeah,
hoping it's
probably
all
front
the
and
parking
side.
lot. Like if there's going to be 600 teams, we're going to be all the way back by the gym.
Y'all should see if the Kindness Rock people can come out and do a booth and do
Definitely.
Kindness Rocks.
That would
'cause
be
those
neat if you
awesome.
had people woven through team. Like here's this area and there's this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
It's open to vendors, as well, or anybody
What
else
does
who's
it cost
promoting.
for a vendor to participate?
That's-
$50, I believe, is what it's on the event. It'll be on the Eventbrite link if I'm wrong, but I think it's on there.
And thanks to the United Way, because they put on, a ton of events, and they do a
That'd be
lot of good
awesome.
in the community, and
That's
that's
way
where all
cool.
those funds are going, to benefit. So
With Facebook
Well,
down,
hey. Oh, sorry.
I was
go
going to
ahead.
say, with Facebook down, I hate that I'm not able to tag like at United Way Galveston County or at Chef's Tables Charities. It's kind of
The United Way actually has come to Santa Fe. They're doing a Boys and Girls Club in Santa Fe.
wow.
And so they have just started that with
It's
the
with the Resiliency Center.
with the
Yeah.
Resiliency Center.
So what does that mean? I've
It's like
never
an
been to one.
after-school program for kids,
Okay.
for at-risk kids, and that's like at-risk kids is the ones that are in middle school and high school, who can possibly, leave and go find something that they shouldn't be into. So it gives them an opportunity to get some, like cool skills. But they're starting next week.
They start next week and they go through August 9th, I believe.
Do
is
they
what he
play
said.
sports or just have like mentorship programs or learn school stuff?
Yeah.
They have a lot of things. So the summer program is kind of a trial to get it into the ISD program. And so what they're doing is they're going to have cooking. The kids are going to be cooking and learning how to cook things for their parents. They're going to have field trips. They're going to have different theme days. Like the first week is like health and wellness, and then they're going to have like technology day, and like different weeks will have different themes and stuff like this. And they're really targeting like the teenager group for this summer program. So we're working on helping them get some donations like waters and snacks and this kind of stuff. The food bank has come in to help them with the lunches and possibly breakfast, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But they're hoping to also get some transportation in case the kids can't make it, if it's too far to walk or their parents are working or something like that, to just to get them out of the house and give them something to do.
So
in the
that's starting
summer.
soon?
It starts next week. Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's whenever, we had Lighthouse Christian Ministries in, and they are out of, Bay Cliff San Leon, and their Kids Days program starts pretty soon
Monday.
as well. But it's
Monday.
great. It gives kids something to do.
Yep.
Not everybody can afford to do really cool things, and it gets expensive. Like, hey, let's go to Moody Gardens, or let's go. There's free stuff to do, and we like to talk about that as well. But to have a program like that focuses on kids is amazing.
I really like the fact about the cooking, because not everybody knows that you can cook hot dogs in extra virgin olive oil and make them taste delicious.
Or make a cake out of them, right? Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't know if that's
Hot dog pie.
I haven't seen that on the menu yet. But they actually have a program called Teen Cuisine, and it's to teach kids how to make like hoagie sandwiches or like simple things. that they could do at home without much supervision and stuff like that. So it's actually a really awesome program.
Yeah.
Teaching kids to cook is a good thing, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Anything that you can cook in your own home not only saves you money, you can control your ingredients. You know, you can see everything that goes into your food. So the best diet in the world is cooking for yourself. So
haven't you done some cooking classes with items that were maybe like WIC eligible?
Yeah, so we do those once it's the third Tuesday of every month. We move between the WIC clinic in Texas City and the one in Galveston, and that's with the Galveston's own farmers market. They have a grant for that, and we go in and we teach the WIC moms how to prepare healthy food with their benefits.
It's possible to eat healthy, being able to get those food eligible items.
Yeah, because what they get is they get cheese and beans and eggs and cereal and milk and yogurt. And so, like, we made egg salad, and instead of using mayonnaise or sour cream, we put in this plain yogurt. And so, just those simple substitutions, you're already getting these benefits. Let's find a way to make them healthy. Yeah. And they get produce and there's a few other things, peanut butter. And
you get frozen vegetables and fruits as well.
Yeah, so you have options. But the farmers market has a voucher program where if you bring your WIC benefits, you get extra bucks to use at the farmers market. So
which one is that one?
This is the Galveston's own farmers market. They have a market on Thursday nights and on Sunday mornings, and they're amazing markets. Fresh bread, fresh produce, microgreens.
That's the one where there's a councilwoman in Lamarck, and
yes,
she runs that one. Yeah,
that's Casey, and she's the market manager, and she is city council. Yeah,
I was just about ready to bring this up because she sent me this long text message today at like 10:14. Casey did, and it's Okra Fest.
Oh, Okra Fest! I'm participating in Okra Fest.
Is that in Galveston?
August 3rd.
Yep, it's in Where's it at?
It's at, it doesn't say here, but it's Galveston owns Farmers Market is hosting it, and she asked if she could come on and promote it.
So much fun. I have been doing Okra Fest for 4 or 5 years now, and they have a huge silent auction, and they provide okra to all the restaurants, and it's kind of like Epicurean night, and you can go and have little different bites from different restaurants. And so
it's not like a competition. It's just like, hey, this is how it's prepared. Enjoy.
Yeah, here's the blessing of the okra. You just lift it up.
I think I've only had fried okra, which is awesome. I love fried okra.
You've never had stewed okra and tomatoes?
Oh my gosh, it's the best.
I don't know.
I love okra.
I don't think I've ever had okra in my life.
I think now that you
never
mention
even had fried okra?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't think so. What is it?
A vegetable?
I don't think I ever have. No.
Casey,
we're
we
gonna
need
have to
you.
fix this. So August 3rd, you're coming to Okra Fest then.
He won't like it. Like, it's Curt.
It's fried
He's not
okra.
gonna like
He
it.
could like fried okra.
He won't
Everyone
like
likes fried okra.
He
Who
doesn't like.
doesn't like fried okra? Take him to
doesn't-
Luby's.
He doesn't like ketchup. Like, I mean, like, come on.
Or Church's Chicken. They have fried okra.
What's the place? The really delicious Soul Cafe right there on Vaucher and
Mama
Mama Soul Food.
Mama Francis.
Mama
yes,
Francis.
she's so good. I bet she's got some delicious okra.
Yeah, everything.
You never had okra in your gumbo?
in gumbo? I've had it
What's
in gumbo.
Gumbo.
Stop
Just-
talking.
No, I don't.
Fired. You've just been promoted over there.
Alvin, take over.
Well, he had gumbo for the first time last year. Whenever we were at Benno's in Galveston, we had gumbo, and we also had crawfish. That was his first time to crawfish, and he was just like, "Oh, icky."
Yankees don't eat crawfish. My family's from Minnesota.
Yeah.
They don't eat it. They think it's
Minnesota's
weird.
not a Yankee. Don't put us in that same category.
Totally a Yankee.
Minnesota,
Anybody
Yankee.
above
Above the Mason-Dixon.
yeah.
Minnesota is a flatlander. Let's put it that way. You guys are flatlanders. Yankees, we live in the mountains.
I was born in Texas, so you can take me out of that used guys.
Yeah, you keep your used guys over there.
I'm really concerned about this text message, though, from Casey. And I know this is probably too much for our audience to care about, but it's a little confusing to me. Apparently, on Wednesday, March 13th, I texted the same number, like, "Hi, this is Curt with KHEA Radio. When are y'all back in town?" and never got a response. But I don't think I was talking to Casey when I did that.
No, you totally were, because I was giving you a bunch of different people to get on the show, and I said, hey, she's vacationing right now.
We
so.
ran into her at Snow King, remember?
okay.
And she was like, "Hey, someone reached out to me," or something.
Do you remember
She's
that?
a good egg. I've been working with Casey, I think 6 years now. She's so great.
She came in studio to talk about the Juneteenth celebration,
Yes.
Which was great.
which was so much fun for the city of Lamarck.
My
to see
kids
that.
were like, or I was loving it too, but it was just a great time and hang out with
I
some local
just
people.
love the
Bounce houses.
trajectory that Lamarck is going in. You know, we both live there. I grew up there. You know, it's neat to see them doing such cool, positive things and having, you know. What's this new
It
thing
is.
about the food truck park on 3?
They're doing a
Market on
market on 3, so it's run by Snoo King, Snow
King.
The
Snow King's
Greg.
food truck. And so they're it's just basically food trucks are going to be set up, and you can
In
go and
Lamarck.
have an awesome time. Yeah,
I can't wait. I'm excited because that's very close to me.
Yeah, I was going to say, where on 3 is it?
It's over going
First.
yeah.
Is that first?
No.
Is
I
it
don't-
closer to downtown, to downtown Lamarck?
Yeah,
is,
it's
yeah.
very close to
What
downtown Lamar.
property are they putting it on?
It's a great question.
That I don't know. I just saw it on the map and was like, that's convenient.
Yeah.
It's around the corner.
Well, isn't it close to Preta Animal Nation? Is it on
think
that street?
so.
I thought that was first, but I could be wrong. But I thought it was like right across the street
by
from
Texas Striking Academy.
Yeah, Texas Striking Academy, Preta Animal Nation. There used to be a movie rental, we'd go rent our VHSs from there when I was a kid.
Oh,
I just
good
need
old
some
days.
Esteban enchiladas right now, and I'll be pretty happy.
In the Taco Taco cook-off. That's what I need. And,
Everybody will lose. There's no point of signing up if they're enchiladas.
yeah, that would be great. Like, they need to come prove it. I would love for them to prove it so that way you can have the trophy and say, like, yeah, we have the best tacos
Are we
in
gonna
the
have
world.
like a golden taco?
Yes, there's literally a golden taco, like golden tacos for categories. That's what we are looking at. So we're hoping to make it happen. We need to we have a trophy sponsor available. We'll see.
I
But
competed in a golden noodle competition.
How did that go?
It was a mac and cheese competition. It was great,
Ooh,
and I won
golden.
People's Choice every year I participated.
There's gold in those seals. With like those commercials where like the guys are eating the macaroni in the freezer and like, get on, what do you want?
You don't get.
Velveeta, mac and
Velveeta.
cheese.
It was the greatest competition ever. I'm trying to talk to the lady who created it into doing it again. I was like, Kat. Her name is.
She just
Kat
did one time?
Creech. No, we did it. I did it twice.
Okay.
Golden Noodle twice and won and won best People's Choice for both of those, and then I competed in a meatball competition and won 3rd place. So
Nice. You could be the winner of the best tacos in the world because there's an overall winner too. So we're excited.
is there an overall winner?
There is.
The
Overall.
problem is I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Hurt them all. Prove them all wrong. You'd be like, I told you. There was no point in you
What, are
entering.
you still thinking about a mac and cheese competition?
Yeah,
over
he's
there?
over there
He's got
sweating.
He's got the noodle sweats.
The noodles.
The golden noodle competition.
It was
Oh my
great.
gosh.
Where was that at?
It was in Houston, and it was with an organization called NACE, and they're a national catering execs, something. I don't know.
That's cool.
Anyways, I want the lady who organized her name was Kat Creech. I want Kat to bring back the golden noodle.
The golden noodle with the golden trophy.
We got a glass plate,
Nice.
and it had macaroni.
Very
etched
cool.
That's
into
cute.
the
Yeah.
plate.
So it's 10:43 right now. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. We're talking to Chef's Table Charities. We have Chef Mary Bass. We have Natasha Davis here in studio learning about everything that's going on in our community. So if you want to get involved, if you like, some of the things that you're hearing and you want to reach out to Chef's Table, how can they get a hold of you guys?
By setting up a smoke signal. No.
Yeah,
Anyway.
carrier pigeons.
Do a Facebook Live.
Yeah. Do a Facebook Live. No. Social media is at our Chef's Table Charities, and our website is chefstablecharities.com. Our email is chefstablecharities@gmail.com.
The only thing that's not Chef's Table Charities is Twitter.
Twitter.
What is it?
CTC_TX.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
Yeah,
I'm all
underscores
about
trip me out.
branding.
Yes.
Like, you got to have equal branding across the board.
Except on Twitter.
But you talk about
Twitter
helping
didn't
out.
give us a choice.
And we've joined the nonprofit coalition that's starting in Santa Fe. And it's for nonprofits that support the Santa Fe community.
Mm-hmm.
But the benefit of that is being able to help each other when there are volunteer needs or there's events going on, so that we're not having events kind of on the same day, this kind of thing. Like everyone's asking for back to school items and stuff like this, or they will be.
Yeah.
So we're kind of coordinating our efforts on that. So it's really cool that we've been invited to be a part of it. But on our website, you can go and see different volunteer opportunities by the different groups that are in the coalition.
Wow.
Yeah, so if your
So-
kid is looking for volunteer hours for college, or you're just bored out of your mind and need something to do with your life,
Then go check us out at chefstablecharity.com.
Why do y'all think it's important for the young people and kids to take advantage of those volunteer opportunities?
I think volunteering starts early. I think that like the love of volunteering starts when you're a child. And right now we're voluntolding our kids,
Yeah, which is turned into volunteering.
And
Especially
I
the
don't
older
even
ones.
really think that they realized, when they were small, that we were forcing them to volunteer. It was just how we did.
Just what we do. You
It's
know?
just what we do. But I mean, growing up in church, we didn't know it was volunteering. It was just participating. Spaghetti dinners and the different outreaches that we did was just part of our everyday life. But then as I became an adult, I was like, people don't do this for fun. What? And so, but now like our kids reach out and look for opportunities to be helpful.
Yeah.
And so it's important that your kids see that, outside of their bubble,
Yeah.
there's a whole world going on, and you need to be able to find a way to impact it.
And it makes you feel good. You feel good when you help other people, and so it's really good. I especially think for teenagers to have something to feel good about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Texas City JC was in, and they do some stuff with Tackle Time, and they were talking about the benefits, where that money goes. There's
Yeah.
kids in Lamarck and Texas City. They help get them Christmas,
Yeah.
and then they also, feed some people at these different events, and there's a ton of stuff. But these are volunteer opportunities that I had no idea that they were
Yeah.
around because, I'm volunteering in church, but a lot of people aren't plugged into a local church, or maybe they don't go to church currently.
Right.
There's different ways you can get involved.
And you know what? I read like a Facebook post. It was like, you care about puppies, good for you. You care about homeless people, good for you. You care about teachers, good for you. Like, you can all have your own causes. Nobody's cause is better than another. And as long as people are all working towards a general better good, then, you can work on your own path. And those paths might run parallel to each other. But
Work together on when you can.
Yeah, exactly. And find a way to cross and work together. But that's what's great about the coalition is there's so many different options. If you want to be a tree hugger, you can go hug them trees.
Yeah.
And it's just a neat way to get the opportunities out there. And really, the goal is to try to also limit donor fatigue. Right now, post Harvey, post Santa Fe, businesses it's hard for them to constantly give. And so that's one of the things we've been working on at Chef's Table Charities is reaching out to the emergency management of the different cities so that we can alleviate some of that when crisis situations happen. And so working with this coalition is going to be another aspect of that.
Hey, Kelly is watching. She said, I have a voluntold kid, and
Yeah.
now she tells me what to do too.
Yeah. Kelly,
That's fun.
No doubt.
She has brought in so much stuff for communities and schools.
Oh, it's amazing.
Have you seen her posts?
I've seen the rain. So it's supposed to be on Saturday for her daughter's birthday, but her daughter's like, hey, we're collecting toys to give it to kids, which is
She's
awesome.
doing it's like laundry soap, toiletries, socks, shoes.
Those kind of things.
Yeah, and so they
gently
go-
used shoes.
They're going to communities and schools to give out to kids who, it's really hard if you can't wash your clothes to like want to come to school if you stink. And you don't even think about something like that. Like I do 8 loads of laundry a day. That's not an exaggeration. And so, thinking about a kid not wanting to go to school because their clothes, they don't have clean clothes to wear. So, they offer them Tide Pods and,
Yeah.
offer
Gigi
them
is the coolest kid. I want to be
Gigi's
cool
the
like her when I
coolest
grow
kid.
up.
She does fencing.
I
wanna-
She's awesome.
I do
We're birthday
fencing
twins
too.
too.
Not hanging fences.
No, like with the knife.
Oh,
Like, hada,
is that to your steak?
You look very professional.
hada.
People on the radio can't see.
He
but
doesn't like
that was
steak.
high quality.
What? You don't eat steak?
It's too chewy.
I hate steak.
How are you cooking your steak?
Again, Yankee.
I need it. Like we were talking about.
Told
Was
he's
it
not. There's
yesterday?
no way he's gonna like okra. There's no way he's gonna like
Yesterday
okra.
we were talking. I need mashed potatoes with my steak. Like I need to
with
eat
the
something.
with the gravy moat, and he has to dip it in the gravy moat because he said it's going to be so chewy. This is a conversation
What
yesterday.
steak are you eating? Where are you eating steak? How are
Every
you
steak
getting it
I've
cooked?
ever had in my life
don't know how
has
to
been
order it.
like
Oh, I'm calling.
I'm just sitting there like I just want a hamburger.
God, it's like butter.
If I had the choice between a hamburger and a steak, I'm taking a hamburger all the time.
You've
I have to
got
rethink
to
our
be
friendship.
kidding me. I'm so bothered right now. Why do you allow this?
I can't help it. I've tried. I've tried. I've
It's
done
also
everything.
more like steaks are super expensive. I'd rather have a
they're worth-
cheeseburger.
They're worth all the pennies.
We used to go to this place. It was called USA Steak Buffet.
Look at Mary's face.
Okay, it was an awesome, but it was think of Golden Corral but better.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hey, how do you get better than Golden Corral?
It was amazing.
I
They
do
had
like
a
Golden
place.
Corral.
They have a place where you walk up to the window and you order like, "Hey, I want a cheeseburger." And those cheeseburgers, they did something. Oh man,
Were you like the guy on Popeye that's like, the cheeseburgers?
cheeseburger, and then they had ice.
I'll happily pay you
Oh,
Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Yeah.
Man,
I can't even look at you the same anymore. You don't eat steak.
I do not like steak.
You don't eat seafood either, or anything
I
else.
like
good.
salmon,
He likes salmon now.
Salmon
That's
is
it.
not seafood.
but I didn't have salmon until I moved to Vermont, and I liked Vermont salmon. It was good.
You need to. That's not even real salmon. You're eating Sam's Club salmon, which isn't.
No, it wasn't. It was from like the coast, like the East Coast.
Salmon doesn't come from the East Coast. Salmon's a West Coast fish.
It's okay. Kurt, just don't argue it.
Okay, I'll give up.
Bless his heart, y'all. Pray for him.
It was from like a Kroger's
Yeah.
That,
in
From a
Vermont.
fish tank.
oh, they have Kroger's in Vermont?
Yeah,
That's good at least. They don't have HEB in Vermont, though.
they do not have HEB in Vermont.
Chick-fil-A?
No,
Not yet.
they didn't have Mexican food either, which was kind of
They
disappointing.
might have a Whataburger soon. Too soon?
Too
Sorry.
soon.
I take it back.
Too soon.
Yeah, so we got about 7 minutes left.
Oh my goodness.
And we are right now talking to Chef Mary Bass, Chef Natasha Davis about everything going on. Chef Davis, we just need to get you like into
hat.
culinary
She
school,
needs a
like a
hat.
hat, like honorary,
Are
like
we
a
the
knighting,
only ones who
something.
call you that?
No, I've had
No.
other people say it too. Like
Yeah,
when
they're
people
like-
call the charity, then they're like, "Oh, Chef Natasha."
Chef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they'll just email and say, "Hey, Chef."
Yes, Chef.
Yeah.
We
No,
started it.
Chef.
I think you'll
listen.
did.
If you get an email from Chef's Table Charities that says Chef Mary Bass, it is definitely
Natasha.
not Chef Mary Bass.
Most of the communication is
You have the blessing.
She
Yeah.
really is the one who
I'm the
keeps us
ghostwriter.
running. I am blessed every single day that she is in my life because I cannot keep myself as operational if she wasn't here. So
8 loads of laundry is a lot.
It
I
is
can
a
barely
lot.
do one a week,
Listen.
like just my clothes.
listen, right now we're undergoing the build of like 3 separate websites.
Yeah.
We just finished one this
Houston,
morning.
Third Coast Feast Weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We're working on Mr. Mary's Barbecue and Chef Mary Bass's new website. So all of that's currently
Mr.
thing-
Mary's barbecue is looking delicious. I just see the pictures
Listen.
and we've had
it's
the sauce.
amazing.
It
all
is
good.
delicious.
It's amazing.
Wait, today's Mary's birthday?
Mine? No.
It
You
said
missed
"Happy Birthday, Mary"
Who?
from Marcy Butler. Oh,
Marseille.
this was I was at your birthday party.
I was about to say you were there
I
a
had-
week and a half ago.
What's
So
up,
this is
Marseille?
We're still celebrating.
Yes.
Oh, I got really confirmed. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. I was there.
He's like, I was
there. I remember.
Steak is
We had chili
gross.
dogs.
Listen, I have an 83 IQ. A lot of times I don't remember what happens, okay?
How do you test your IQ level?
We took a
You
test.
take a cosmetop.
By the way, never take your IQ test
cost-
around this guy. He is the worst to take tests around. He's like,
I wasn't even talking to him or doing anything.
just being around you made my
No,
IQ
I was just
drop.
sitting here waiting for him to
No,
get
like,
done.
is
He
there
was like,
actually a test? I'd be interested
Yeah,
in taking
Jamie Norad came in. She does some of those testings and works with students.
brain training. is what they
Like
call
doing
it.
some brain training, and so she came in and actually there was a computer test. Took about 45 minutes. It was the hardest test that I ever had taken in my entire life. They're like, a lion jumped on a tiger. How many monkeys were there? And I'm like, I don't know. You didn't
It's
tell
multiple
me.
choice, like purple 72. Like,
Yeah, and it's like pick one, pick the best.
Taco.
Honda Civic.
And then they show you a picture, and they're like, "What was in this picture?" I'm like, "There were like 800 things in the picture. How am I supposed to know if that little monkey was
Yeah.
purple or green?"
So the test was doing like short-term memory and then like some longer-term memory and then like
I'm
colors.
done. I'm out.
And then whenever you hear sounds of words, like putting them together, like consonant, vowel, and then you say like, but it wasn't real words. So it was just like the sounds, and it's like, what's the word? And he was like, habba-dooba-da. But it was just like totally wrong. And he was said the same thing like 3 or 4 times. And I'm like, how are you? It's not the same word. Habba-dubba-da is definitely not what it is.
She was like,
Ka-a-ta.
and I was like, hubba dubba da.
He's like, habba-da. I was like,
But they weren't real words. So that was the thing. I'm like, I know real words. Give me a real word. And she's like,
There was a
English
section.
is hard.
There,
English is hard.
There was a section of real words. And
No,
you were,
there wasn't.
Yes, there
He suddenly
was.
becomes Baloo from
It's-
like
it's
the
the-
Jungle Book.
It's the long-term memory issue, but it also did an IQ. So 83 is slightly below average, but it's like at the high
is
end
yours?
of below. I didn't take the test.
See,
I'm average.
he.
I'm guessing. I'm not claiming to
This is
be
what my
some
wife
genius.
says.
Yeah,
I am
I'm average.
Give me a book test and I'm all day. I can do book stuff like all day, but give me a test where it tells you to remember what you did last Wednesday or something. Like, I don't remember what I did last Wednesday.
I was cooking for a family last night, and they're like, "Oh, what did you cook last week?" And I was like,
Quick, make something up.
So
I
I
can
have
lie on the spot.
I have a hat that says #83. It's white and it looks very presidential.
It does.
You know, like almost like, you know, Obama has his like #47 in his suit coats. I'm gonna have #83, and so I said I could be the 83rd president of the United States. And somebody told me like,
President Obama's 44, or is he 40? And
I
then
thought he was
President
47.
Trump is 45.
Yes.
I think so. Okay,
Oh,
that's 83.
it's even
over here. Sorry,
worse.
guys.
So 83 times
skipped a few.
So 40 times 4 is 160.
somebody
so
said that they're like, oh, you are special.
You
And
are.
I was like,
Look at that math.
wow.
Look at that
But I was like,
short-term
you know
math.
what? Maybe there could be a new president every year, and then I could still be 83. You never know. It could.
40 years from now, 70. I mean,
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders is running. So.
Wow. This
I
got
mean,
political really fast.
The possibility. I just did math. I mean, how did I get political? Math is not political. Numbers don't lie.
Hey, is there anything else y'all like to share? We're just about out of time.
Sorry.
Go follow us on Facebook, and
Yeah,
you'll be up to
fi-
date
yeah,
with
find
all
all-
the things.
Find Show Stable Charities.
Do y'all have a YouTube yet?
No.
No.
Joe Perez talked about it briefly.
Yes.
In our free time,
To be fair, I've never dabbled with YouTube, so it scares
our
me.
children know more about YouTube than we
My
do.
children aren't
Yeah.
allowed on YouTube because
Oh,
That's
my kids are,
nope.
and they know all the things.
Yeah. If my
they
son
know all the things. That's
Yeah.
why they're not allowed on YouTube.
if my son
They're-
knew that we were streaming on YouTube, he'd be like, yeah, he'd be watching. It's just the fact that
My
it's
dad's
YouTube.
the coolest. Yeah.
Yeah. But Mr. Mary said, Mr. Mary will cook y'all some steaks, and I'm down for that. I'll eat
Would
those.
you eat a Mr. Mary steak?
I'll try it. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not trying steak. I just have never
He's gonna
enjoyed
try
steak.
and not eat it.
With some.
But how
okra?
do you get your steak cooked?
Medium well.
That's the problem.
I'm done. We're done here. Put the music
We
on.
literally are done, but
Cue-
thank you
cue the
guys.
music.
What are you supposed to do?
Medium rare.
Not
Can I
get
tell you
medium
a
rare.
funny steak
Wait,
story?
which one's
Yeah.
the well done? Is like it's black, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
there's no red. I don't like red. I don't want to see red.
The red is what makes it delicious.
Yeah. I'll tell you a steak story. one
Stop
time.
talking, Kurt.
We love y'all.
Okay, so I love steak, right? From Texas, I know how to order a steak, and I'm in Norway at a steakhouse, and it's really late at night. It was after work, and the guy comes up and he's like, "How would you like your steak?" And I was like, "Oh, medium rare." And he goes, "No, your options are rare, medium, or well done." And I was like,
Wow.
"I can't live like this."
Medium. This pressure, medium.
I was like,
is that what you got? Medium?
I got medium because for them to say that and then cook a rare steak kind of made me nervous. So
Yeah.
because otherwise I probably would have gone rare, but. Yeah, so I got medium. It was
No.
not the best steak.
Oh,
It
no.
was, yeah. But
At
but
a
it's fun.
steakhouse.
For
At
Norway,
a
though.
steakhouse in
You'll be
Norway.
set. You can just get them well done.
The only time I want something with red in it is when I'm super sick, and I just want to just give me the raw meat when I'm super sick.
So weird. I don't
What
know
is
why I
wrong
turned your
with
mic
you?
back on. I'm turning
Turn
it
his
off.
bike back off.
All right. Hey, y'all be blessed today. We got a meeting in
Yeah.
Texas City, and thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you, guys.
Follow Chef's Table Charities on everything they do and give them some support. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. You know. All right. YouTube. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Maybe we'll see you tomorrow on YouTube. Maybe we'll see you back on Facebook. Bye.